Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. I hope you guys are all having a good Sunday. I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. I did. I hope you guys did. I hope you guys had great times with your family and friends. Now we are back. I did tell you guys I would fit in another show. So I figured, hey, why not fit in another show? So today's show is called Make It Make Sense because, you know, I always tell you guys how women can be the biggest hypocrites out there. And every day they prove me to be right. Right. So, yesterday I did make a post on my Facebook in regard to women who always have something to say to me about the way I hold people accountable. I tell women every day, if you see something on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, any social media platform, if you see a man acting out, doing something that isn't right, send it to me. They never do. Instead, they send me hate mail or they send me how much they dislike me because I only hold women accountable. Well, 85% of women are the ones online posting BS. Half naked pictures, their kids are in the background, their kids rubbing on their asses and titties. They are the ones doing all this, not men. Because if men did it, they would be arrested, they would be jailed, the kid would be taken away. That easy. But women can get away with modern day, abuse on kids, um, teaching kids to do the wrong things, and they're never held accountable because it's a woman. Right. And whenever I tell women to send it to me, I don't mind posting it. We always go back to last year when the guy had his daughter dancing on his lap and the mother was recording, right? All those hyenas came to my inbox and said, here we go, a black man being a pervert. They were so excited. Their wigs were falling off, y'all. That's how happy they were that they caught a man in the act. And what ended up happening? All of those videos and posts he had came down and CPS was called. I held him accountable too, just like I do women. Those are few, far, and in between. Men are not out there acting a fool because they know that it's harder for them to bounce back from that than a woman. A man can't do half the things these women do on social media. So, there's a guy who was brought to my attention. Now, guys, I don't know if you've heard of this man, but he goes by Ace Metaphor on Instagram. If you don't know who he is, Google is free. Ace Metaphor. Real name is Tony. Okay? Tony Nails is his real name, his government name. He's born in Ohio. He is around 37 years old. So, Tony used to be a poet. He wrote poetry, did deaf poetry, did things like that. He went from that to now giving women dating advice. I went to Tony's page. Ace Metaphor is his Instagram. And 80% of his videos is him yelling, telling women, avoid toxic men. Men are bad. Men are fuck boys. You don't need that kind of man in your life. Who does that sound like? Derek Jackson. So when I went through his post, I noticed how he doesn't really hold women accountable. All of these videos are his point of view, him yelling at the mic, telling women you can do better. He's telling women all the things they want to hear. So y'all know I had to do some research on Tony, right? No degree on record. No kind of education where you can give dating advice, right? Or telling women how to stay in relationships. He doesn't have a public relationship. Nobody knows if he's gay, straight, bi. They don't know, right? But these women don't give a fuck if Tony is uneducated. If Tony is just a regular guy making millions off of women by telling them everything they want to hear. He is just like Derek Jackson, but these type of men get praised by women. He's their God, right? They don't care that this man doesn't have any type of credential to tell you how to love somebody, right? What's funny is if you go on his Instagram, Ace Metaphor, he charges you for a session. Now, let me tell you, in real life, if you go and see a therapist who is skilled and educated in that field, usually it starts off at $100 an hour to see an actual skilled therapist, someone that has took their ass to school and earned the right to give you advice. Okay, that's somebody that took the educational route and did it the right way. Typically, they're about $100 an hour. Well, Tony, his prices start off at $200 for a 30-minute phone conversation with him. A 30-minute one-on-one session with Tony is $200. Now, typically, when you're getting coaching sessions, you're going to need more than one. Okay. Right. But these women are really paying this man $200 for 30 minutes. And if you want to do a 30-minute video, that's $300. He's finessing these dumbasses and they don't even see it. Not only that, to watch his podcast, you're paying $13 a month or $60 a year. The man is making money off of finessing women. He's no different than Derek Jackson, who put on that extra small shirt, sat in his car, and said, I love stretch marks. Women, you don't have to lose weight. Women, you're never wrong. You are beautiful black queens, and you deserve a good man, not a fuck boy. And all the while, he was sticking his dick in other pussy. The man was out there sleeping with all these women who looked better than his wife, who are in better shape than his wife. He was even bringing these women to his bed that he laid in with his wife. He even got a woman pregnant. And these bitter bitches still didn't stop following this man. If anything, they loved him even more. So how does a man that has finessed women for years, telling them how to avoid toxic, cheating fuckboys, and he was everything he was telling women to avoid, and these women forgave him? They turned a blind eye. They didn't give a fuck that this man cheated on his wife. They didn't care because he's an attractive male that tells them everything they want to hear. Now, if Derek Jackson was telling women that you need to do better and you need to keep your looks up to par, they would call him a Dusty who's wearing his little son's shirt, right? He would go from being that attractive, ooh, I want him, to being a Dusty, right? That's how women perform. When you tell them something they don't want to hear, you're gay, you're dusty, you ain't got no girlfriend, you ain't even in a relationship. Their background matters when you tell them something they don't want to hear. But when you tell them everything they want to hear, they don't even see the finesse game. They just see a man telling them everything they want to hear. That's why women are the easiest to scam. All you got to do is play at their heartstrings. Tell them they're beautiful. Tell them you love their stretch marks. Tell them you know that they're never wrong. And they will praise you forever. That's what it is. This man, Tony, has made about $5 million off of these women. Him and Derek Jackson are all in that category. And these men are never held accountable for being a snake, right? Y'all see his dating cards. Tony has these dating cards where he has love and hip hop casts. Read the cards. And that's made him more popular, right? This man has no education, no certification on giving people advice. But you women eat it up every time. Y'all call me a pick-me, but I'm free. I offer free coaching. I don't charge anybody. Not only does he charge you to view his podcast, he charges you for his coaching. He also has dating cards, shirts, and books. All of it costs more than what I pay, what I charge people. If anybody has been to my mental health website, it's $30 or $35, no tax, no shipping. His shit is $30 before taxes and shipping. So you're going to pay about $40, $45 for a stack of cards. And y'all mad about me selling a $30 shirt. Make it make sense. The reason why they won't buy my shit is because I'm telling them what they don't want to hear. See, nobody's saying that Tony doesn't have education. Nobody's saying, well, Tony, are you married? Where's your girlfriend? Because it doesn't exist. This is a single man telling women how to be in relationships. And y'all eat it up every time. But Kevin Samuels, you guys drug him through the mud. You called him kitten heels. You called him a chick. Called him sis. Put makeup on him, wigs on him, because he told y'all what y'all didn't want to hear. See, when you go the Kevin Samuels route, they say you have 2 failed marriages, right? And you don't have no education. So who are you telling us that we're a 2? That we're a 3? Well, you don't even have education. But if Kevin Samuels was telling those women everything they wanted to hear, they wouldn't have gave a damn about his 2 failed marriages. Prime example, Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey's on his 3rd marriage with those big chiclet teeth. He's on his 3rd marriage. And his stepdaughter is a hot pocket. And he's telling y'all to save the cookie. Don't just give your cookie up to anybody. And then you got Lori Harvey, the merry-go-round, giving her cookie to every fucking body. So if his advice isn't even working at home, why do y'all women think he can save you? This man, so when Steve Harvey's telling you what you want to hear, you ignore the fact that he's on marriage number 3. You ignore the fact that he don't even bring up his actual kids. Y'all ignore the fact that his stepdaughter is a hoe, right? That his wife was a hoe. His now wife, he was cheating on his second wife with the one he got now, right? Y'all ignore all that background, but will pull Kevin Samuels' background, how much you think he makes, where you think he lives, because you're mad that he's telling you what you don't want to hear. Am I preaching today? I feel like this is church. Because whenever you tell these women what they don't want to hear, all of a sudden you're a pick-me-ass bitch. All of a sudden you're a panderer. You're a dick sucker. This is what they call me for telling them what they don't want to hear, which is the truth. See, when you tell them the truth, they come at you. They call me a pick-me, but I'm married. They call me an idiot, but I have 4 college degrees. I bust my ass for those 4 degrees. 2 of those degrees are a master's. Y'all can't tell me shit. But you got these low-level men making millions of dollars lying to y'all who never even stepped foot in a college. One of my masters is in psychology with an emphasis in life coaching. So I can coach you on how to do better with life. I mastered that skill. And yet I'm free. Most people with credentials, they charge. This motherfucker Tony's charging y'all like he got a PhD. He don't got that. But you women will praise Tony, but judge Daphne. That's my problem. Make it make sense. You judge Kevin Samuels for telling you what you didn't want to hear, saying he ain't got shit to prove that he can give advice, but Tony don't either. So what's the difference, ladies? What's the difference? And if you guys go to his website, I'm sure you'll say, oh, I know. I saw that on Facebook. His ads are on Facebook every day for those dating cards. All I'm saying is, men, if you want to make money, it don't matter what you look like. Tell women everything they want to hear, and they will ride your coattails. They will pay all their little money. They will buy your books. They will do all that because you're telling them what they want to hear. But the minute you tell them something they don't want to hear, you're dusty, you're gay, and you're broke. That's what they do. That's what they do, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all not listening to me, though. That's why you have pages like mine that are moving at a turtle's pace. Because I'm telling people what they don't want to hear, which is the truth. But you got these other pages who are growing faster than me. And that's okay. But I'm going to call out when I see finessing. I did it on Derek Jackson. I'm going to do it on Tony. Y'all over here finessing these women. And women, if y'all going to take advice from someone with no background, most of your relationship gurus, they're transparent. You know who they're married to. You know who they're in a relationship with. The ones that hide are the ones that are sneaky. Remember, Derek Jackson hid his wife from the world, right? Until his mistress came out. Then she put on that full armor of God and said, I love my husband. I'm not going to leave him. She could have left Derek Jackson and took half, y'all. But she stayed. He finessed her to stay. Then after we found out that he was nothing but a hoe, what did he start doing? He started posting his wife every 5 minutes. Why wasn't he posting his wife prior to being exposed for being a cheater, right? Because he was finessing y'all women. He knew if y'all saw what his wife looked like, y'all would judge him because you hold him to a standard, right? He said he loves stretch marks, but all the women he cheated on his wife with were in shape. That was a fucking lie, ladies. A lot of men don't love stretch marks unless you gave birth to their child. But if you just got random stretch marks because you're fat and you don't want to take care of yourself, they're gonna cheat. Now, if Derek Jackson was a real nigga, if he was a real man, he would tell tell the women why he cheated. I cheated because my wife let herself go. She got fat. Her looks were not up to par. So I went out and I found me a badder bitch. Now, if y'all women heard that story, you would stop following him, right? Because he's telling you the truth. Instead, I made a mistake. I cheated on my beautiful black queen. I let the fame get to me. Y'all ladies ate that up. He ain't sorry. He's sorry he got caught, but he ain't sorry that he cheated. He was knee deep in that pussy. He didn't care. When you start bringing women to the bed you lay in with your wife, you want to get caught. You're reckless. You would think this man would have been moving like lasagna, silent, like the L. He would have been silent. He didn't. He was loud. He was loud. And you ladies ate it up. Well, yeah, I forgive him. I forgive him. We all make mistakes. But Kevin Samuels' 2 failed marriages, those weren't mistakes. That's what he gets, right? So again, make it make sense. If you are telling a woman what they want to hear, they're going to eat it up every time. But the minute you say, ladies, you also got to work on your toxic, bitter behavior, they're going to drag you to hell. They're going to call you a bitch. They're going to call you a dusty. Because if Tony was to change the narrative, he would be unattractive to these women. They would call him a dusty. They would call him broke. I'm trying to tell y'all how they function. That's what they do. What you say determines your followers. If you cater to these women, your following will be big. Real talk. Exactly, Jerome. Yes, he's right. Derek Jackson hit his wife for years. Everybody knew he was married, but they didn't know what she looked like. Now, check this out. When he got married, she was pregnant. See? But he's telling y'all how he did it by the book. No, he didn't. I went to his wife's Instagram, and on their marriage, she looked like she was about 7 months pregnant. She was about to pop that baby out. He only got married so that it didn't look bad to society, right? He didn't want no bastard. Even though the baby was made before y'all even decided to get married. So it doesn't count. Now the baby will be born in a marriage, but you made that baby when you guys were not married. So at the end of the day, he wanted that perfect life. And it wasn't perfect. It wasn't. And when a man can be transparent and tell y'all the truth, that's why people will respect you. But when you tell the truth, you usually don't have a big following because a lot of people don't like the truth. They don't. They want to lie. Women want to hear that it's okay to be fat. Women want to hear it's okay to be loud and toxic and masculine. Because you deserve that. Don't let a man tell you what to do, ladies. Don't let a man tell you to submit, ladies. Don't let a man tell you that you don't look good in that dress, ladies. Oh, I love him. He understands me. But then y'all never see that man with a woman. Can we see your lady? Oh, I don't have it. What people need to stop doing is taking advice from people who are not qualified to give it. That's what y'all need to stop doing. Because anybody can go on Instagram and put on a small shirt and say, ladies, you deserve the world. If you're single telling women how to be in a relationship, that's iffy to me. Because I would think that you would be in one to give me advice how to stay in one. But if you're single and the shit ain't working for you, how's it going to work for me? Would y'all go to a dentist and ask him to give you a physical if he's only qualified to work in your mouth? No, right? Y'all bitches will want someone that's qualified in that sector, right? Would y'all go get a physical from a dentist? No, you wouldn't. They have doctors for that, right? That went to school for 10 and 15 years, right? To be qualified. So why would y'all get information from people who you don't even know what their life is about? They're private. Most of your relationship counselors are open to what they're doing. I've been married for 20 years, went to this school, got this credential. That's how you find out who's going to be a good therapist or coach. Why would you let someone coach you and you don't know shit about their life? You just know they're from Ohio. You don't see no black woman on their page, right? They could have a whole foreign woman at home submitting to them every day, but he's telling you black women that you are the prize. You're not the prize. You're not the prize if you're toxic. You're not the prize if you lack accountability. You're not. Okay, so I'm going to the comments. Oh, Jerome, man, shout out to Jerome for the $50 super chat. Thank you so much. So look, I did drop the link in the comments because I want to hear what you guys got to say. I know a lot of you guys are probably just hearing about this man, but he's not low level. He is very popular on social media. He is. I've seen his cards on Facebook, but I didn't know everything was linked to him. So I had to do my research last night to really get an idea of who I'm talking about, right? But when I saw him in the car with his shirts on and it's saying those little quotes, that reminded me of Derek Jackson. He does the same thing. He'd take a picture with his shirt off, holding groceries. A woman should never bring in her groceries. Says who? Says who? I bring in groceries. Me and my husband, we a team. I'm bringing them motherfuckers in. I'm not going to sit up there and sit at a chair and watch him bring all the groceries in. That's lazy. Now, if you're talking about taking out the trash, I got it. Men take out the trash. We got that. We're going to let y'all do that. You feel me? But if y'all go grocery shopping, you better grab some bags, bitch. You better grab some. Use some acrylic nails for leverage. and bring them bags in the house. Stop believing these men who are telling you to be lazy. That's why these men are cheating on y'all, because you're lazy. You're believing these men who are wearing these extra small shirts and telling y'all you should never have to put groceries away. Says who? Says who? And if you're in that relationship where he doesn't let you bring the groceries in, your ass better be putting the groceries away. It's a team effort. Oh, I don't want to break a nail. Then you don't need her. If she has a problem with grabbing the groceries and putting them up too, you don't need her. We're not living in the old times where men does everything and y'all just sit there and pop out babies. We're not in that era. Ladies, you got to put forth the effort too. You do. You're lazy. That's why men are not fucking with y'all. And for men to sit up here and scam women by telling them that you're not the problem, he's the problem, he's a fuck boy, he's a toxic man. Women come with more baggage than men in most of the cases. Women are damaged. Women take longer to heal. Men can swallow their pain and act like the shit ain't happening until you dig deep and bring it out of them. They will do everything they can to make your ass happy while they're dying inside. That's what men do. Women, oh, they'll let your ass have it. Well, my last man paid for my nails. My last man got my hair done. My last man did this for me. Women will remind you of that shit. My last man didn't have a problem with rubbing my feet. They would throw all that in your face to make you feel like shit. But men that are finessing women, they're not going to bring that part up in the game. They're going to tell women that you're not the problem, it's him. He got baby mamas, he's cheating, he a dusty, he's a fuck nigga. Ladies, avoid that man at all costs. Oh, I love this guy. That's a fucking lie. There's men out here that want relationships, but these women don't want to put the city girl ways on the shelf. They don't want to do that. They want to be married, but they want to be single too. I don't mind having a man that I come home to, but I still want to be naked on Instagram. Sierra is a perfect example. Sierra and Russell, they're not going to last that long. And mark my words, I am saying this on November 27th on a Sunday. See, Russell didn't think he could pull a Sierra. But eventually men be like, she over here showing her ass. Sierra just did a video in some sexy lingerie with her legs spread wide open. What married woman is doing that? And women will defend her ratchet behavior by saying she's married and she's an entertainer. Being an entertainer doesn't mean you have to entertain by showing your cootie cat every 5 minutes. Sierra can't sing at all. Let's just put that to rest. Sierra cannot sing. She can entertain, but she can't sing. Her verses would have been just like Omarion. Her and Omarion can dance their asses off, but they cannot sing. Now, I'm holding him accountable too. So let's not act like I'm just saying Sierra. But you women think she's an icon. She's not. She's not an icon. Never will be. Icons know how to sing live. When you're married and you have kids, you shouldn't be spreading your pussy out for a couple of camera clicks. She doesn't have to do that. Her husband makes plenty of money in the NFL. You don't have to be ratchet your entire career. Sierra's getting older and she still wants to remind people that she still has a coochie that works. Because most women who are wearing lingerie are going to wear for their husband. When you get married, your body belongs to your husband. Your husband's body belongs to you, not social media. Now, if Russell Wilson was wearing sweatpants that were tight and you could see his dick print, you women would be like, why would he do that? He's supposed to be married. You have kids, Russell. There are kids on this app, Russell. That's what women would say. But when Sierra got her legs spread wide and she's wearing a sexy lingerie piece that you would wear for your husband, oh, legs for days. Okay, CC. Yes, bitch. No, no, no. That's whole behavior. That's whole behavior. She's dressing like that and taking those pictures for who to see it. Her husband's at home. So when women tell you that they post shit for them, they're fucking lying. They want to see if they still got it. They want to see if men will still lust over them. Because when you're married, all that shit is not supposed to matter anymore. Only your husband's eyes matter, not your 5 million followers. But when you're a city girl, having kids and being married won't change that. You're still going to be ratchet. I don't follow people like Sierra. I've been with my husband longer than she's been with Russell. When she was going through Bow Wow and 50 and Reggie and Future, I was still with my husband. So I can speak on this shit. She was a merry-go-round too. Then she found a man that she could control. She couldn't control 50 Cent. Y'all know he wasn't going to let that shit happen. If the pussy was that good, maybe she would have been able to do it. But you see, 50 Cent dropped her like a bad habit. She was too clingy. Wanted to be married. He didn't. She thought she could control Future, who was a modern-day hoe. Future had no problem letting you know all the bitches he fucked, right? And she still thought she was going to change it. Didn't change a thing. She got an engagement, but then ended up becoming a baby mama, right? So we know the outcome of that too. And yet y'all women still praise these women. Well, at least she's still married. Y'all don't know what's going on when they log off of Instagram. That's your problem. These dating people that's telling y'all what to do, when they log off Instagram, they go back to cheating, being toxic. Everything they told you to avoid is what they are when they log off. That's the real tea. That's why y'all don't ever see shit. It's hidden. But y'all don't care. Y'all only care when they're telling you something that they don't want to hear. I saw so many memes of Kevin Samuels. Y'all said he lived in a little studio. Y'all said he was homeless. Y'all said he wasn't making no money. Y'all pulled all this background for him because he was holding y'all accountable. But y'all don't want to do nothing about Tony, right? Like I told you guys, fellas, if you want to make money and you want a quick come up, do like them. Put on a really small, tight shirt. Sit in the car and tell women don't lose weight. If you tell women what they want to hear, that will be the biggest come up in your life. They will love you and praise you to the death. You would never do wrong in their eyes. Because a lot of women said that Kevin Samuels saved their relationship. I ain't hear that many women for Tony. Tony saved my relationship. His dating cards are giving you guys questions. What do you like about your mate? Shit that you can get off of Google for free. But y'all paying $40 for a stack of cards. But y'all tripping about my $30 shirt. At least my shit brings awareness to mental health. At least my shit has a good cause. I actually give back to people. And I'm highly educated, and yet I'm free. But you got these people here that haven't even went to college. And they're telling you guys how to be in a relationship. You should never take advice from somebody who didn't go to school for the shit. It makes no sense. And if they tell you, well, I had 5 failed relationships. Well, clearly your advice you're giving me didn't work for you. So what the fuck is going on? Oh, because I haven't found the right one. Get real. It's not that they haven't found the right one. It's because they're the fuck nigga that they're telling you to avoid. That's who they are. When are y'all ladies going to open your eyes and see that y'all being scammed? And men don't even bring up Tony like y'all bring up me and Kevin Samuels and all the people that hold you accountable. Men will just be like, yeah, he's simping and keep it moving. But you women were creating groups for Kevin Samuels, death pages for Kevin Samuels. That's how much y'all hated this man who did nothing to you personally, right? Y'all had all the time in the world to do that to him. But you don't take the time to see that this man is finessing y'all. The man is he's worth $5 million. $5 million off of all the stuff he does online. And for someone to pay $300 for a 60-minute video session with a man that doesn't have any credentials, y'all some dumb motherfuckers. He's charging you that much money, and I'm free. But y'all call me a pick-me and a panderer. How am I a panderer? You don't have to pay nothing to talk to me. I'm free. That's the difference. Y'all just look for things to make yourself feel better. I'm trying to tell y'all. Okay, so look, I would love somebody to come on. Tell me how y'all feel. I want to know what you guys are feeling. Because like I said, I know some of you guys know all about Derrick Jackson, but some of y'all didn't know anything about Tony. They're the same type of guy, you guys. That's all I'm saying. And nobody wants to hear the truth. You know, instead they say that I don't like women. Show me some stuff that men are doing, and I will hold their asses accountable. Somebody told me, well, you're not holding Trey Songz accountable. I'm not going to convict a man off of an allegation. I will not. Anytime they say a woman allegedly said he punched her face out and dragged her out of a bowling alley. Now, guys, look, we live in the world of social media. We do. So if you're at a public bowling alley and you got hit and dragged out of it, how does nobody have video of it? A picture, a witness. All she's saying is that Trey Songz punched her in the face and dragged her out by her hair. And she went to the hospital and they saw a little bitty cut on her face. That doesn't mean that Trey did it. When people know that a man has so many allegations on him and he's now at their spot, they will make up a lie like that because it sounds good. It sounds like something Trey would do, right? If she would have said that he sexually assaulted her in the bowling alley, that would have made more sense because that's what he's known for to you women, right? He has never been convicted of it, never been indicted on it. It's all allegations. Remember, almost a year ago next month, that woman said that Trey raped her. And till this day, he ain't been convicted of it. Anybody can say something happened. And as soon as y'all hear it, you say, yeah, well, Kiki said. We know Kiki to be loud and aggressive and masculine too. Kiki is not soft and feminine. She is aggressive and loud. So what if he rejected Kiki? So y'all always listen to her part. Notice how Trey Songz never came out and said what really happened between him and Keke Palmer. Keke Palmer did all the talking. That's what men do. They allow women to go out there and spit on their name, and they still won't disrespect a woman. Johnny Depp did that. When Amber Heard was out there saying, oh, Johnny is a sexual devious and he's crazy and all this stuff, y'all believed her. Well, he does do these weird, Edward Scissorhands and the pirates and all that. Yeah, I can see him doing that. Y'all believed Amber, you believed Keke, but we never heard the man side, right? What if Trey rejected her because she was loud and ghetto? She's not even his type. The women he messed with are more light-skinned, BBL type of body. Beautiful. Look at the women he has fucked. The Lori Harveys, right? He was feeling Lauren London. He does have a type. The woman he had a kid with was light-skinned. He has a type. What if he told Keke, you're just not my type? Back up. And she flipped the script. We'll never know, but she is an actress. She is known for being loud and opinionated. So let's not act like she's this innocent creature. Y'all just going off of what she said, and you think that Trey's the next R. Kelly. The difference is R. Kelly got convicted of the shit. It was on video. Now, we've seen a video of Trey Songz lifting that girl's top up, but they didn't show you the video before when they was grabbing on his dick, right? Y'all didn't see that video when the women were grabbing on Trey Songz's dick and massaging it. We didn't see that part of the video. They only showed you the part where he lifted up that girl's top. The same girl that was in that circle when the women were grabbing on his dick. See, y'all always see one side. That's why I don't believe allegations. I believe convictions. Because these women will tell you one side and then another side comes out. Y'all believe that he lifted up that woman's top for no reason at all. But she was touching on his dick before the top got lifted up. What do you expect a man to do? You're grabbing and massaging his dick. He gonna do something sexual back. He gave her back the same energy. But then when y'all saw what he did, oh, he's R. Kelly. R. Kelly. That's what y'all women do. You see one side and you go right with it. I don't. I do not believe any allegations, and I never will. So sorry, ladies, that I'm hurting your little feelings today. Trey Songz, I cannot call him R. Kelly when he hasn't been convicted of not one thing. But I'm going to tell you, if somebody has some video proof of him doing that, I hope they lock his ass up for life. I will never support a predator. I won't. But until then, he's innocent. He's just like Tory. He's just like all the other men who've had allegations on him with no convictions. Y'all women can say he did it, but you weren't there and you don't know what happened. Period. You're on. Talk to me.
Oh, not that. Let the church say amen, amen, amen. How you doing today? My bad. I was reading these instructions. I'm getting used to this brand new monitor. I can see you 50 times better now. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. Talk to me. Come on, man. Get to it.
Okay, I'm sorry. Only thing I gotta say, it's starting to become now. These people, when you start bringing up stuff like that, they want to start getting combative and wanting to fight. You understand what I'm trying to say a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
These
Keep talking.
discussions now, because I had one in the barber shop last week, because it's a unisex. Them women actually wanted to fight me outside because I was telling them the stuff that they didn't want to hear, that I was being truthful. They was like, well, look at you. I said, yeah, but I'm smarter than y'all. They got to tell me, well, we can talk about this outside. I just let them finish my haircut and I left. I'm not trying to go. I'm not trying to go back and forth with nobody. I'm too old for that.
I mean, the thing about it is, if somebody's going to challenge you, you should respond. The thing about it is,
I'm sorry. See, that's just it. I did respond, and it turned into one thing I'm not gonna do, and I don't even do this. I'm not gonna go back and forth when I know I'm right. These women want to sit up here and keep trying to. The one pet peeve I do have: don't answer a question with a question. If I ask you a question, I want to answer. I don't want to hear no what if or how about or what if he did. I want to hear a answer, and it got totally out of hand. I didn't want to hear no. I finished my haircut and I left because I'm not gonna go back and forth. I'm sorry.
true. And the thing about it is, when I tell people to make it make sense,
I'm muted, baby.
If you guys are going to say one thing about somebody, keep that same energy all across the board. Like I told you guys on my last show, my first Instagram celebrity had 87,000 followers. And my page came down because I was holding a man accountable. I want y'all to remember this. So to those who think that I don't hold men accountable, there was a video floating on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok of a man, and it appeared that he was getting head in the car. A woman was sucking his dick. You saw somebody's head going up and down. He was in the front seat, and there were kids in the back seat. Now, mind you, the video was recorded from a distance, so you really couldn't see up close and personal, but you saw the head going up and down. And I said, that man needs to lose his fucking kids. This is really, I didn't say fucking kids. You know, I had to talk in code, of course. But I said, this right here, it isn't right. What he's doing with his kids in the back seat, instead of them recording, they should be calling the cops so they can come and get them kids. But then I was told that the video was a skit. It wasn't real. That's why I lost my page. I lost my page over that video. That same video stayed up on Facebook, though. And Facebook and Instagram have the same rules. So my 87,000 follower page came down off of me holding a man accountable for a fake ass video. So when people say that I don't, yes, I do. And I think the reason why they shut me down is prior to me posting that video, I held Cardi B accountable for signing the deal with Reebok, and Reebok dropped Chris Ross. Girl, y'all got me all messed up. Rick Ross for saying worse, you know, and his were just fake lyrics. Rick Ross said he popped a Molly in her champagne. She didn't even know it. Reebok cleared that because he first said I'd die over my Reeboks. So let's not act like Reebok didn't know about that line. It was when Me Too came out and said, those are rape lyrics. He's basically saying he raped her. And she didn't even know it. And what happened? Reebok said, bye, Rick Ross. Your fat ass is back on the street. We done with you. Reebok ain't with you no more. So take us out of your raps. We're done. And then Rick Ross had to issue a public apology to all the women who felt like he was talking about raping a woman. But we didn't do that to Cardi B. Cardi B signed a deal with Reebok after admitting to doing worse to men. Well, none of the men came out and said it happened to them. Okay, so what victim came out and said that Rick Ross popped a Molly in her champagne and she didn't even know it? Not one bitch came out and said that, right? So do y'all see the narrative they're trying to push? Then Summer Walker said she popped a perk in his drink. The same drug that Cardi B told y'all to use. And she didn't give a fuck about that. So we glorify women who talk about drugging men. But men can't even make a joke or say it in a lyric or he's going to be canceled. Rick Ross was canceled for a little bit, y'all. And he had to get himself back because y'all called him a rapist. That's the difference. You women pick and choose what you want to argue about. Summer Walker and Cardi B get passes for saying that they like to drug men. But then y'all want us to hate Chris Brown. And you want us to hate Bill Cosby. And you want us to hate, all these other men who might have rapped about it, but it ain't real. You feel me? So what I'm saying is this world is fucked up. It is. And when you have a woman that's speaking the truth, she will never get acknowledged for that. She will always be judged, belittled. I get death threats. I go through too much to have this little bit of following. It doesn't make sense. Sometimes it don't add up to me. Why my following is so low when I do so much for people and I don't charge them. People charge you to send them an email. Sending them an email before they respond, you got to send them a cash app. I've never charged anybody to send me an email or to call me and tell me they need me to talk to them because they're about to jump off a ledge. I have a hotline for people. For those people who are really going through it, they get a phone number from me at no cost. Now, one motherfucker could come out and say, Daphne finessed me out of my money. I've had people ask me to do backgrounds, and I did it for them and sent them the reports, and I didn't get a fucking penny. I know times are hard, so I would never charge anybody $200 for a 30-minute conversation. Who the fuck are you? You're not even God to be charging me that much. You're not even qualified to be charging me that much. If y'all thinking about spending $200 on 30 minutes, go see a real therapist who's licensed. They're less. They'll probably charge you $50 for the initial consultation. This man wants that out for one session. And typically when you're fucked up and damaged, you're going to need about 10 sessions minimum before you start to heal. Does anybody have 10 sessions worth of money to talk to that man? No. So for you women to judge me and I'm willing to talk to you for free, you can't say shit to me. I'm qualified in what I talk about. I mastered what I'm talking about, which means I can set a price and I still don't. So when am I going to get my flowers? Y'all giving flowers to these motherfuckers who don't even care about y'all. These men might log off and go right home to their Beckys. Hey, baby. I love you. And then go on their podcast and say, Black women, you are golden. You guys will never make a mistake. That's what they do. When are y'all going to get the hint that you're being finessed? Y'all making these men rich. Like I said, men are out here finessing y'all too, but they're doing it in broad daylight. You dummies just are not seeing it. That's the difference. And then when a woman tells you this is the game, y'all ignore it. That's crazy. Go ahead, Louis. You was gonna say something?
Yeah, I asked. You know what? That was a discussion in the shop too. I said, have y'all ever asked? Because I'm just not hearing about Derek Jackson, the other gentleman you was talking about. I said, do y'all ever check their credentials while y'all sitting up there giving them praise?
Nope.
Hold on. It got quiet. I said, well, the lady I listens to, I said, she has 2 degrees in that. I said, and she doesn't charge. It got quiet again. I said, but y'all are gonna listen to an idiot who don't have no degrees. I said, and y'all being finessed. Well, y'all been doing it for years. I said, yeah, but he telling y'all stuff that y'all want to hear. I was like, she's trying to get y'all on the straight and narrow. So I agree with you. If they want to continue to get finessed, just let them, because they're going to be the ones miserable at the end of the day. I'm sorry.
What I'm trying to tell people is that I took a poll on my Instagram, guys, and I definitely got to tell y'all these stats. So this is what I did.
Mike muted, honey.
Okay. I asked women, would they take advice? Would they take advice from a man would they take relationship advice from a man who isn't in a relationship? 54% of the women said yes. 46% said no. So that told me a lot. 54% of women said that they would seek advice from a man who is single about how they should stay in their relationship. Do you see how easy that is? Man, I'm giving y'all the blueprint on how to scam these dumbasses.
Say that again.
You got 54% of women that are saying they wouldn't mind. One thing I tell people is never take relationship or marriage advice from somebody who is single. What the fuck can you tell them? You're single. You're not even in a relationship or a marriage. And if you have one that failed, I definitely don't want no advice from you. You need to be in one that's healthy so that I can understand how to stay in mine and be healthy. You feel me? But you can't tell somebody how to be in a relationship if you're single and you're out there fucking, pumping and dumping. It does not make sense. But 54% of women are saying that they would go to a Derek Jackson or they would go to a Tony and get advice from them, even if they're fucking up on their end. That says a lot. I also asked the men. I said, men, would you take relationship advice from a woman who is single? 22% said yes. That was more realistic. 78% of men said they would not take advice from a woman who is single on a relationship advice if they're in a relationship. It doesn't make sense to them. So that's already telling me that men, they know how to use their brain. Women don't. Women are not all there. If you are an unattractive male, you're sexy if you're telling them what they want to hear. The minute you say accountability, you Flavor Flav looking dusty gay ass kitten heels wearing motherfucker. That's how they talk to y'all. Because remember, we saw how they did Kevin Samuels. They put wigs on him, makeup on him, and they were calling him kitten heels, which is stupid. Then when he died, they were saying, oh, he didn't have any life insurance. He was broke. He was a bum. All of that was not true. Not true at all. Oh, he died because he was unhealthy. And we know that he had cancer when he was young, right? We knew that. When you start learning about his life, how he didn't get to finish college because he was diagnosed with cancer, you start to learn more about people. It could have been a host of other things. We'd never really know. But for y'all to judge him and make fun of him when he died, that was the part that was scary because it was majority black women doing it. They couldn't wait. They were still calling him names. They were creating groups to make fun of his death, to call him broke. Black women. And then you get mad when men say that they're going to leave the U.S. and find them a woman who knows how to submit and who knows how to shut the fuck up. And when men tell you to shut the fuck up, they're not saying don't ever speak. They're just saying watch your tongue. I made that post about how the tongue is more powerful than a man's fist. And a lot of women told me, so you're condoning abuse. You're basically saying that if I say something to piss him off, he can punch me. That's how I know that women, they don't listen. They don't. They hear what they want to hear, and then they spew out this stuff that doesn't make sense. I was not using that metaphor to say that it's okay for a man to put his hands on you because you're breaking him down with his words. That was not the point of my metaphor. Typically, a man's fist is powerful, more powerful than a woman's fist. We know that. Typically, a man has a lot of power in his fist if he's swinging and hitting someone with all his might. That's a lot of power. And I'm saying that that little tongue in their mouth holds more power than his fist. Meaning, a woman can use her tongue. She doesn't even have to touch a man. She can say he did something and his life is done. His life is over. That's a lot of power that they hold inside of their mouth. Their dirty, nasty ass mouths. They got that tongue that flaps up and down. If they say the right things to cops, the right things to people, they can damage a whole man's career and life forever. That's what I mean, ladies. Y'all don't listen to understand. That's your problem. And that's why a lot of you guys are single. You're not listening. Analyze the shit first. Let me think. My tongue is more powerful than his fist. That must mean that I hold a lot of power in my mouth. That must mean I need to watch what I say and how I say it so that I'm not getting somebody in trouble because I'm mad. When a woman is emotional and she's mad, that tongue does things that can damage him for the rest of his life. That's what I mean. Caroline Bryant's tongue was more powerful. And that's why Emmett Till was murdered, because the power of the tongue. Women are not listening these days. They're not. And whenever you piss them off and they're emotional, they go off the Richter and they use that tongue for evil. They know the power they possess. That's why these women are on TikTok telling you how to scam men, how to act like you're pregnant. You know, there's a trend now. Women are ordering fake pregnancy tests offline. I've gotten so many posts. The minute he cheats, throw this in his face. That'll humble him. Tell him that you're going to put him on child support. That'll humble him. So what happens when a man thinks that his girl is pregnant and she's lying? Does she go to jail? No. Does she get a record? No. Do you know how many men get damaged off of you lying about being pregnant? That shit ain't funny. All because you want to keep them around. So you lie about being pregnant. There was a man on TikTok who identifies as a woman. And he said, I told him I was pregnant to get him to stay. What kind of shit is that, man? Y'all shouldn't be doing that. Y'all know better. That's how you get your asses beat and killed. Playing around. This ain't a game. Stop lying to people. Because if a man thinks you're pregnant, some of these men will step up and say, I got you. And then the woman will order a fake belly offline. and make you think she's really showing. Then you're spending your money. Oh, you know, when I go to these doctor's appointments, I still got to pay out of pocket. Okay, baby, here you go. Here you go. Here you go. And then they say, you know what? I've taken a lot of his money. Let me go ahead and hit him with the coup de grace. Oh, I had a miscarriage. Ooh, I'm bleeding. Here's the pictures. You got women that do that shit right now. They finesse their men, take the money from them, make them think they're pregnant. They even take money for an abortion, and they won't get the abortion. They keep asking for more money, and then they'll tell you that they lost the baby naturally, so they don't look like the bad guy, right? So what happens to women who lie about being pregnant and keep it going? What is the man supposed to do? Swallow it and keep going, right? They don't have laws for that. But guess what? They're trying to pass a law for women that are pregnant to get child support before the fucking baby's born. That's how much they hate men. They're trying to pass a law, fellas, where a pregnant woman can receive child support. The baby might not even be yours. Imagine how many lives are going to ruin now. Instead of them doing mandatory DNA testing at birth to determine and make sure that the father, that's his seed, they're saying that you have to pay that woman 9 months while the baby's in there cooking. What kind of shit is that? What are they doing for men? What happens when the baby isn't his and he's paid thousands of dollars? Oh, well, at least he did a good deed for that woman. She's a mother. Maybe she was going through depression and didn't know what was real and what was. No, we got to stop putting these excuses on women who are toxic and evil. They will never hold a woman accountable. Everything they do is to make the man look like shit. Like I said all the time. How the fuck you gonna tell a man he got to pay child support for a baby that's still in the stomach? What kind of shit is that? But this is the world we're living in now. Everything is geared to make the woman do good, make the woman feel great. The men, they ain't shit. Child support was created to make men look bad. Food stamps and all that was created to make men look bad. These men are not walking out on the kids, they're walking out on the women. But see, these women paint these narratives that he left all of us. No, he left you. He left you. Men are not going to be your slave. They're not going to kiss your ass so you can change your attitude. No. Sometimes women change when they get pregnant and they become evil. Do this, do that, do this. You expect this man to work 12 hours, break his back, come home, there ain't no food. You sitting on the couch with your feet popped up, filing your nails down. You didn't cook? Why should I cook? I'm pregnant. That's why a lot of you women get cheated on, and that's why he leaves you while you're pregnant, because you became lazy. Being pregnant isn't a disability. You can still move around. You can still cook a meal. Don't you gotta eat? You gotta eat. So why can't he eat when you eat? Women keep thinking because they pop out babies, that gives you the right to treat men like shit. It does not. Men can take maternity leave too. Men can take time off work to be there for you. Men step up. Men do step up. It's just that women don't want men to be the controller. Women don't want men to be the head of household. They want to be able to control everything. And men, some men cannot be controlled. You will not put them in a box. If they are paying all the bills, they run that motherfucking house. If you want to run it too, pay half the bills or shut the fuck up. It's that simple. Quit trying to make these men be bitches in the relationship and still do everything for you. Your pussy ain't that good, lady. It's not. Newsflash, it's not. You might think you got that good, but you don't. You got a pussy just like every other woman. But if it's attached to a toxic woman, that pussy is no longer good to that man. He'll move on to the next woman. That's how it goes. Y'all think because you give birth, that makes you better. No, you're not better. Because you got a lot of women that give birth and they ain't shit. They don't take care of their kids. Y'all think buying them Jordans and taking them on expensive, extravagant trips is being a good mother? No, that's not being a good mother. Being a good mother will be starting a college fund. When I worked for the state, not one of you bitches had a college fund for your kid. But they was rocking Jordans. But they had that little haircut with the slit on the side, looking like they daddy. They had the best clothes on. Went to the best schools so they can show off. You dropping them off in a Mercedes. But no college fund. You're basically saying you don't give a fuck what happens to your kid when he graduates high school. If he graduates high school. You got him so accustomed to that life that when he becomes an adult, when you can't provide it, he goes out and gets it from the streets because you made him so accustomed and lazy to that lifestyle. You women are not good mothers. You're not. A lot of you are a piece of shit for mothers. If your kid don't graduate high school, you failed him. You said the dad wasn't shit, right? So why didn't he graduate under your watch? Because you're not shit. He would have graduated if he was living with his daddy. It's just that his daddy got them rules, the curfews, to bring your ass home when I tell you to, or I'm going to beat the hell out of you. See, women don't want their kids under that type of leadership. They want their kid, he's my best friend. That's my man right there. Yes, that's my best friend. No, that is your son. And that's why a lot of them don't go far in life, because you failed them. You was buying them Jordans when you should have been getting them a college fund. You should have had life insurance. See, a lot of you mothers don't even have life insurance on yourselves, right? But you love your kids. And you're going to say the dad ain't shit. And you ain't even doing what you're supposed to do. That's the truth. Make it make sense. You ladies can't be out here judging men and you ain't doing shit at home yourselves. These men need to also go to college. They ain't gonna have no money when they graduate because you was buying them Jordans and taking them on trips, right? You're not a good mother. You're not doing it all. You're not doing enough. Set up a college fund and get that boy counseling, because your toxic ways will rub off on him, and then he'll grow up hating black women because of his mother. That's how it usually works. You're passing it on to the next generation, right? He saw how bitter you were, how much you hated his father. So now he hates his dad and he hates black women. So when y'all see these black men dating these snow bunnies, have you ever thought about maybe the mom fucked him up growing up? His mom was always loud like a hyena. Why would he want a woman that's like his mom? Ugh, I'd rather date a white woman. That's why a lot of these black men date white women when they grow up, because they were so used to that hyena in the house. Your daddy ain't shit and you ain't shit either. You ain't gonna be shit because he ain't shit. They hear that all the time. And you expect them to marry a black woman. Come on, you guys. Have you ever thought about maybe that boy was traumatized? Instead of getting him counseling, she was getting him Jordans. You see what I'm saying? But you was doing it all. No, you weren't doing enough. Because 9 times out of 10, when a boy stays with his dad, he's different. The dad already knows all the tricks. He knows when you're lying. Moms can't raise a man. A woman can't raise a man fully. They can't. Just like a dad can't. A dad can try and he's going to do his best. He's going to ask questions. But see, a mom, she's not going to give anybody credit but herself. She's not going to ask questions. She's going to be the father and the mother. But see, a man raising daughters, he's going to ask questions because he knows there's certain things that he doesn't know. That's the difference. That's the difference. Women want to be that superior one. Nobody helped me raise you, Junior. It was just me. Your daddy wasn't around. Nobody helped me. It was just me. They want that credit, y'all. So then, when he doesn't graduate high school, we're going to judge you. Just know that. That's what the problem is. These men are not leaving these kids. They're leaving the women because they don't like the structure of that house, that environment. She's loud. She don't cook. She don't clean. And she expects him to do all the work. A man is not put on this earth to do all the work and we just sit there and watch and say, good job. No, that's not what it's supposed to be. They did that back in the day when they left the house and you had to pray that they came home. These women wouldn't last back in the times. They wouldn't last a day. They wouldn't last an hour. That shit was hard. You had to stay your ass in the house and watch those kids because you didn't know if the dad was going to come home alive. You didn't know if that knock on the door was going to be the cops saying that they found your husband on the road, murdered. Men had to go out there and risk their lives every day for you bitter bitches. They took the heat for y'all every day. And when y'all opened your mouth and you shouldn't have, they got hit for it because your tongue talking too much. They had to take the hits and the whips because your bitch ass mouth. They did that for years. And now you're mad that I'm over here appreciating the black man? Because you got a lot of black men that grew up with unstable structure and they still turned out well because they said, I don't want that life for my family. And y'all don't give them no credit. If you post a man with his kids, women will say, that's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to be there for his kids. Good. What does he want, a cookie? But you women every day remind us how you're single and doing it all, right? That's what you're supposed to do, dumbasses. Today I took my kids to school. That's what you're supposed to do. But when we say that, you're a pick me. When we say that, you hate black women. Make it make sense. When I posted that picture of men with their kids with them, black men holding their babies, women were on the thread like, looks like they were forced to go. How many of them actually have a girlfriend at home? How many of them, y'all were judging off of that photo, didn't even know the context, didn't even know who was married and who wasn't. But you guys were so mad about men being there with their kids. Women hate that because it doesn't go with their narrative that men ain't shit. So when you see these men out there being a father and we give them credit, they get mad about that. That's what they're supposed to do. So then why do we have to give you guys credit for popping out babies out of your vagina? That's what the pussy is supposed to do. Pop out the baby. What do you want, a fucking cookie? What if we start saying that to y'all? You wouldn't like it, right? Our bodies were designed to carry and push out. Good for you. You did what your body's supposed to do. But we got to praise y'all, right? Baby showers and all that other bullshit, right? It's all about the woman. Baby showers are for women. They forget all about the man. How many baby showers y'all went to where the gifts were equal? I've been to one. I've been to one baby shower. And she had about 50 gifts. And maybe 3 were for the dad. Everything is for you. He don't get no credit. Now they got push gifts. Ooh, he gave me a push gift. I got me a Range Rover. Yes, bitch. A gift for pushing out a baby. The gift is that you're alive. Because back in the day, those women didn't have epidurals. Back in the day, they didn't have what we have now. They were dying. And you want a fucking push gift for pushing out a baby. Wow. Look how far we went back. You ain't getting no gift. The gift will be to raise that child right. Use that tongue wisely. Watch what you say around this kid. That's the gift. Everything is about the woman. They get push gifts, baby shower gifts, engagement gifts. When does the man get the credit? He pays for the wedding, the honeymoon, the ring, the food, the house. Damn, what are you doing? Giving him this pussy? That's not a gift. He can get that from any woman. What are y'all doing? The man does it all. Everything's designed for the woman to be happy while the man is miserable, right? They ain't got shit for the man. Oh, he gets the bachelor party. Oh, yeah, whoop-de-doo. But guess who's footing the bill for all this shit? Typically, it's the man. When in reality, the woman, her family's supposed to pitch in their ducats. But they're not doing that, right? They're not doing that. He's a man. He should be paying for it all. And the woman's going to give him this big list of everything she wants. Then your ass need to pay for it. Make it make sense. Then when he can't afford the things she wants, he's broke. Maybe I shouldn't be marrying this guy because he can't do what I'm asking him to do. That's the problem. That's the problem we have. But y'all don't want to go deep like that. I will. Like I said, I learned these things young, how to do right by my husband. Do we argue sometimes? Yeah, we do. We have a disagreement. I don't say you no good ass small dick nigga. That's not how I talk to my husband. When we have a disagreement, we both take a break and separate. He goes to the lower level. I stay at the top level of the house. That's what we do. Then we come back together when we cooled off. But we don't do all that Facebook. Fuck that nigga. I'm done. That's not what we do. We handle our shit. See, a lot of you women aren't built to handle problems. But you said for better or worse, right? They don't hear the worst part. They only hear better. For better and good health. They don't want to hear about that. Let a man lose an eye. Let a man's dick fall off. And she's gone. See, that's why a lot of these men test women. Because they just want to make sure. Because these women are good at lying to them. Until they get married. And now you're stuck with this woman with all this debt. Right? I don't see nothing wrong with testing somebody. You want to make sure you got something good. You're not testing them because you don't trust them or love them. You just want to make sure you're getting into the right relationship. I don't see nothing wrong with that. Y'all get mad and say, well, if he tests me, I'm leaving. Okay, then leave. You weren't the one. But if a man's going to pay for the engagement ring, wedding, honeymoon, house, car, shit, I'm putting you through a lot of tests. Let me hide all the wigs. And let me see what that natural look like. Let me put all the makeup in a box and see what she really look like. Nothing wrong with that. Some of you women can't even take off your makeup. You're so scared. Metamorphosis. Y'all don't even want to take your makeup off around him. And if he asks you to, you call it body shaming. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, so let me go to these comments. He said, okay, so Joshua said, a girl actually told me this. I don't want kids. So if I have one, I need a push gift, such as a car or a nice purse. Yeah. And I would have pushed her and said, have a good day. There's your push gift. When these women ask y'all for a push gift before y'all even get in a relationship, push them. That's what they ask for. Push them. Don't push them hard. Don't shove them, but give them a little push. And say, there's your push gift. Have a good day.
Hey, who?
Push gift. When they push out the baby, like Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane gave his wife, Keisha Kior, whatever her name is, $1 million. Now, y'all know they shared the account. They married. So he basically gave her own money. The fuck? For pushing out a baby. And she got 4 other kids in Jamaica. Y'all don't even know about the other kids. You only know about the kids they got right now.
You know what? I get up.
That ain't no gift. It came out of y'all shared joint account. She was all happy. He gave me $1 million. Y'all got a joint account, dumbass. You women, then y'all women will look over at your man and be like, where's my push gift? Give her a little push, get up and go and get something to eat. Push her. There's your push gift. Because these women don't deserve gifts for pushing out a baby. What about his sperm gift? He ejaculated in you. He's the one that got the process started. What about his gift? Can he get a gift? A skeet gift? Give him something too. Where's his gift? Where's his gift for going long enough to push that in you? What about his gift? When a man asks for that, now he's broke, right? He's dusty, right? How come he don't get a gift? It took his sperm to fertilize that egg. What about his gift? Without the sperm, you ain't gonna have no baby. Can he get a gift? Let's do that for men, the sperm gift. Let's start giving men sperm gifts for hitting that egg right. Women won't say nothing then. So fellas, if they ask you for a push gift, ask them for a sperm gift. And you should get your gift first because it took your sperm to fertilize that egg. Bam. They're going to be like, okay, no, that's okay. My bad. Maybe I shouldn't have asked you. Yeah. Shut the fuck up. Start reciprocating that same energy. Because I ain't never heard of a man getting a sperm gift. What about them? What about their soldiers that went marching? You feel me? They deserve something too. It ain't always got to be about you, ladies. It ain't always got to be about you. Yes, you carried a baby. Yes, you almost died giving birth. I get that. But that's what you chose. See, if you didn't want to go through all that labor, birth control. See? IUD, pills, patch, depot shot. I can go down the line. I can. If you don't want to go through all that pain. But a lot of you women claim it's bad, but then you'll have like eight kids by 4 pookies. I don't get it. If it's that bad giving birth, you would be selective on who you're opening your legs to. So it must not hurt that much. Because they said once you go through it, it goes away. You have the baby, you forget all about the pain. Because if a woman really said that shit hurt, she ain't going to have a whole bunch of bastard kids. Real talk. They're not. They're going to be very selective. One kid, okay, I made that mistake with this man. I'm not going to do that again. I'm going to value this pussy this time. But you got these women with all these kids talking about it hurt. It hurt. If it hurt, y'all wouldn't be so reckless. Y'all over here telling me to penalize Nick Cannon, but at the women that are opening their legs to Nick Cannon. We know what Nick Cannon's motive is. He didn't hide it. So ask yourself why these women are still wanting to be single mothers, because he might not live that long. If he should pass, how long do you think that money's going to last? 18 years? No, it's not. He ain't got 18 years worth of money to be spread out against all them kids. I'm sorry, he doesn't. He's worth about $20 million. And he's still having babies. So if he should pass away with 20 kids, only 2 of those kids will be taken care of all the way through. That's Mariah Carey's kids that he has with her. The rest of those kids, you think 18 years spread out, that money's going to go. The first thing they do is they make sure his affairs are in order. Even when you die, you still got to pay your debts. So what he's doing is reckless. But I'm holding women more accountable because he's admitting to being a reckless piece of shit. But you women are still letting him skeeting y'all. So I'm more upset at the women. Y'all got to go through almost dying, right? Just to have a child support check? That's sad. Women now are telling me that child support checks replaces having a man in the house. Your kids won't prosper that way. They need both parents. So if you know this man is possibly not going to live long enough, Why would you do that to your child? Oh, because he ain't gonna need his daddy. He got money. He'll be straight. Money is not always the best option. It's not. You got these rich kids that go crazy, right? So again, I ask myself why these women are opening their legs to this man who's a pit bull with that pink thing hanging real low. That's him. But he's admitted to that. Like Future. Future has admitted to being a hoe. And yet these women are still on this coattail. Lori Harvey still went back to Future. But y'all kept saying, ooh, she's with Michael B. Jordan. Future's punching the air. No, he's not. He released her back to the streets. You think Future was crying when Lori left him? No. This man has had some of the baddest women. Are you kidding me? Because guess who Lori went back to? Future. See, she likes Future because he pays her to leave. He don't need her to marry him. He don't need her to stick around. He's always on the go. That's what Lori Harvey wants. She wants a man that's going to provide her lifestyle, drop that dick off, and then send her on her way. And we'll hook up when we both have time. She didn't want a Michael B. Jordan who was going to treat her good and be there for her and also make her a wife. She doesn't want that. She wants to see what other dicks are out there. So if she's not even taking her stepdad's advice, why does y'all think Steve Harvey's good at what he does? He's not good at what he does. If it's not even working in your own home, sir, then how the fuck are we supposed to believe you and buy your book? You women don't even care about that. But if that chick Latif nigga said you women are toxic and bitter, y'all giving up the pussy too easy, y'all would hate him. Y'all would call him Mr. Potato Head. Y'all would go crazy on him. But because he's telling you how to act like a man and think like a lady, he's your God. If it was working, he wouldn't have 2 failed marriages and be on his 3rd one. He just knew what book to sell to get you idiots to buy it. And it worked. Then he came out with the movie. You guys ate it up. That's what y'all women do. Y'all love when men tell you everything you want to hear. I can go on Facebook and say, ladies, you are the prize. He's the problem. You are beautiful. Don't let a man mess up your crown. I would be viral overnight, right? But that's not what I'm going to do because that's not the truth. The truth is a lot of you ladies, you want a husband, but you want to still have single ways. You want a husband to do everything for you, but you still want to be in charge. You want a husband to spend all his money on you, and you don't have to spend anything in return. The moment he asks you to help or anything, he's broke, you're moving on to the next one. It's a game for you. And then you say there are no good men out there. And then women will attack me and say, you bitch, all you do is post things that make black women look bad. Am I making this shit up? I bet you every black man that listens to my podcast can tell me a bad story about something that a woman did to him. I can't make this up. One of my good friends named James, who is probably listening in today, he told me something significant. Being an amputee, I got most of the hate from black women because he is missing a leg. See, a woman could be missing something and poor baby, oh, she's beautiful. Oh, she still got ass. Okay, girl, you still look good. They're sympathetic to women who are amputees. But men, that's a hindrance for him. Women are not going to fuck with you because they're going to think you come with problems. Oh, man, we ain't going to be able to do this. We ain't going to be able to do that. He ain't going to be able to go out. All of a sudden, it's a problem. Men can't have a disability. He will be judged. Women can. And James is a great man. But for him to tell me that all the hate came from black women, and yet he still supports black women, he's a good guy. Because most men that have been judged by black women for years about something he can't control, they will say, fuck these black roach-headed motherfuckers. Let me go get me a foreigner. Because they would love and rub my leg. They would do everything, which is true. Black women, a lot of them were not raised to love and care for a man. They said a man's supposed to do that for you, no matter what his issue is, right? I told you guys on one of my old podcasts, my mother was quadriplegic. If anybody knows what that means, you know Christopher Reeve, Superman. He fell off that horse and couldn't move anything from the neck down. How many women would have stuck around and supported their Superman who was no longer able to walk? I would say maybe 20%. 20% of women would have stuck around. 80% would have left. That's the world we live in. A woman will say they love a man until some real shit happen. And he's disabled. Now he's a liability. Now I got to go on to the next man. I'm not fit for this. Well, we're not even married. They won't stick around for these men because they're now a liability, not an asset. They won't do it. I watched my dad love my mother, paralyzed from the neck down. Paralyzed from the neck down, people. My mother was paralyzed from the neck down. She got shot in the neck and it paralyzed her from the neck down. And my dad loved her to her last breath. That's what I saw as a child. That's how I knew what love was. Because my mom wasn't the same. She couldn't walk anymore. She couldn't hug him. They couldn't do all those things normal people do. And my dad never once cheated. He took his ass to work and brought his ass home. The times matched every time. He worked 12-hour shifts at a warehouse. Did that for 25 years. He'll leave at 5, come back at close to 6. Got to give him drive time. Red eyes, bloodshot, never complain. That's what men do. But women, I'm not changing this diaper. That ain't me. I'm going to mess up my nails. You can't get a nurse to do it. That's how women are these days. So when you hear stories of men getting hurt, a lot of those women don't stick around. But men will stick around. I'm not saying all men, but a lot of men will stick around for someone they love. They would, especially if that woman had his back. Had his back before all that stuff happened. They had each other's back. That's what love is, you guys. But women don't have that type of love. They love his money. When that money disappears, they will disappear too. That's what happens. That's what happens. Because more men, it's crazy because more men are making good money than women. Because women don't want to work. Women don't want to work. They want the easy way out. Oh, let me do this OnlyFans. Or you got to pay to kick it with me. Not even knowing that that's modern day prostitution. If a man has to give you $40 to get your time, you a hoe. Ladies, if you didn't know that, I'm telling you today, you are a 304. If you tell a man, yeah, I'll come kick it with you, but you got to send me an Uber and you got to pay my... Fellas, stop doing that. Stop simping for these women. If they
I got
want the dick,
one.
go
Sorry.
ahead. Go
I
ahead,
got
Louis.
one better than that one. What about the Cash App scam now?
What Cash App scam?
This happened to me 3 weeks ago. The young lady, the young lady was communicating back and forth. Before I even had the nerve to ask her, well, can you send me a Cash App? I'm like, I don't know you. Well, that's what I require to go out with me. I'm like, are you tricking? You know, I'm blunt with it. I was like, is this a I was like, are you tricking?
Did you send it? Did you send the money, yes or no?
No.
Did you want to send it, yes or no?
No.
So you ain't never sent. So you ain't never sent a woman money to kick it with her ever in your life.
I didn't. That's not the question.
I'm asking you a question. That's what I'm asking you right now.
What was the question? I didn't hear because I got to watch.
Okay, see, get them Q-tips at the bathroom and wipe your ears. Listen to me. Have you ever sent a woman money for her to kick it with you? Yes or no?
No. Well, it's free.
Okay, want to make sure because you know that's what guys do. Guys will think a woman looks so good. They send her money to kick it with them, and it ain't that serious.
Nobody has time for that as high as inflation is.
Well, a lot of men do. A lot of men have the money. They have a fund, the whole fund, where they will spend a couple dollars on a hoe, right? Some men, one thing women need to know is that some men, they don't pay you to stay, honey. They pay you to leave. They don't want you to be their girlfriends. They just want what you're offering, the pussy. Then they pay you to leave, get you an Uber, bye-bye. And they never think about you until they need you again. And y'all think y'all the prize because of that. Y'all will tell your girls, yep, I got my side dude. Whenever I want some, I know, and you're not telling them the truth. It's whenever he wants some. See, they're not asking you to be their girlfriend because you're not on that level. You're fuckable, but you're not wifeable. See, a lot of you women don't know the difference. You think because he calls you and pays for you to come out there, that makes you special? No, it's just that you're the flavor of the week. That's all. But then when he finds that woman that stimulates his mind and his dick, you're gone. He ain't gonna need you no more. Now you're gone. And that was your main guy funding your lifestyle. Now you got to find somebody else. See, that's what women don't want to hear. They don't want to hear that a man is paying them to leave. They think that they're special. You're not special. Men don't mind sleeping with you, but they don't want to wake up with you. Remember that, ladies? So when you're the woman where he says, yep, okay, let me get this rag, your Uber's outside 8 minutes, whatever that is, that means that he doesn't want you to stay, that you're just a pump and dump. That's it. You're not special. Because if a man was really into you, he gonna keep you around. He ain't gonna send you off. He gonna keep you. But a lot of you ladies get it twisted. You think you're in control when you're not. He's sending for you. He's telling you when he wants the pussy, not the other way around. You get it? And some of you ladies are that person, and you're not gonna admit it, that you the pump and dump. You're not gonna admit it. He's paying you to leave. That's what he's doing. And you think you're special. You're not. You're not special, honey buns. And when he finds that woman that can do everything that you do and more, stimulate his mind, cook for him. Well, you know what? I know you sent me. Let me get an Uber to you. And then what you want to eat, baby? Damn. So I didn't have to pay for her Uber? She's bringing me food? Shit, I like this one. Okay. See, those women do exist. Let's just hang out and watch a movie. Fuck going on a date. There's women like that do exist, but they don't need to be impressed with extravagant things, right? They're simple. Look, I got the bootleg version of Black Adam. You might see a couple people cough on there, get up and get some popcorn, but we're going to still make this shit work. That's a good relationship when you're simple. You ain't always got to be extravagant. Men don't like to waste their money on women that they may not have a future with, because you don't get that money back. From her, you don't. That's money lost. Men are also trying to save. And you got some men that live really cheap because they see the bigger picture. House paid off. Car paid off. So men, a lot of men in this world, they do struggle and live in a studio. There's no couches. Just one big air mattress, right? And y'all think he's broke, but he got 20,000 in the bank. He has a vision. Women don't get that vision. They just see broke because he's not spending money on you. See, a lot of men do live like that because they know that there's a bigger picture. Women can't do that. They're not going to sit there and not get their nails done or get that wig laid to the gods, not get that BBL, not buy that new Louis Vuitton outfit. They're not going to do that. They're going to spend all their money. 90% of these women are walking around with negative bank accounts because they don't want to save shit. They want to spend it when they get it. So when they meet a man that is all about saving because he sees the bigger picture, he's broken their eyes. But them bitches can't even afford half the shit he got. Now, man, when you meet a woman, say, let me see your balance, your checking account balance. Ain't nothing wrong with showing them that. When y'all go to an ATM, y'all see them receipts on the ground. Ain't nothing wrong with showing them a receipt. And I guarantee you, you'll see a minus sign in front of their money. They're negative. They don't save. They spend. But you got men that live broke. And I'm saying this because I was sent a story where the woman told him, I'm good, because he told her, I'm saving. So I got a small studio. It's really small. We're talking about 310 square feet. That's not that big. He said, but I'm living like this for one more year and I will have everything I need to pay off my car, to put down on a house where my mortgage is super low, lower than what my rent is here for this little studio. And she said, yeah, that's not me. I like a man to have everything already. I don't want to build a man. See, that's their mama talking. See, if you can't get a woman that's willing to build, then they can't chill. Kick their ass out. Because a lot of men do that. They will live in a tiny 310 square foot apartment, y'all. It's that small. But their bank account got 30, 40 grand in it. That's a good man right there. I don't see nothing wrong with that. He has a vision. And if that woman doesn't want to be a part of that vision, then when you do get that shit in a year, she'll be calling you bloated, 3 kids. Hey, remember when? No, I don't remember you. Who are you? Remember we hung out and, oh, you that. Oh, no, I'm good. That's what usually happens. They tell you no right then until the shit happens in life for you. Then they want to be your friend. Then they want to build with you. Keep eating them Twinkies and doing the stuff you was doing. I'm good. That's what usually happens. Men are better savers than women because we got to get our nails done. We got to get our lashes done. Y'all got to do all that bullshit that you don't need. Right? Why can't y'all use strips? Why can't y'all use press-ons? You're not going to keep the nails on forever. Why pay ling-ling when you can spend $15 and get the press-ons and take them off when you don't want to wear them no more? Save money. So fellas, when you meet a woman and you know you're established, say let's compare bank receipts. I just want to make sure you on point. They're not going to show you. They're not. They're not going to. Well, I think that's personal. No, it's not. All you're doing is showing me your balance. I can't see your account number. It's a fucking receipt. You see those at the ATM all the time on the ground. You can't do nothing with a receipt. Come on, you guys. Don't let these women trick y'all. They lying. They broke. Like I said, men will live broke for a whole year to accomplish something that they want in life. Y'all think he working at McDonald's? He's broke? No, he's not. He's 5,000 away from owning a franchise, and they make big bucks. Men come with plan. A lot of these men come with a plan, and women just don't have the time to wait on that plan with him. They don't have a time to sit on his train and let it go through all those things that you have to go through before you hit that stop. They want to already arrive at the destination on day one. Sorry, ladies, you're not going to meet men like that. And if he's well established and you're not, he's going to tell you, well, what are you doing? Well, get your life together and then call me when your life is together. A lot of men are going to start putting their foot down. It's not right. And I'm just telling y'all the truth because that's what I see. Right? Okay, so I'm looking. That's how I got to know my hubby going on. Okay, I'm just going to read some of y'all comments. My dream dress is $4,000. I plan on paying for it with my own money. Not my future fiance, not my mom or dad's money, uncle, grandparents, my own money. How are you in your 20s and 40s not paying for yourself? Nikki, I agree. I agree, Nikki. Nikki just said that her dream dress is $4,000 and she's planning on paying for the dress on her own. She doesn't want no help from family, from a man, nothing. That's a good woman. When you got a woman that says, babe, look, please don't go all out on that engagement ring because you still got to get the ring. Some women would say, you ain't got to give me no engagement ring. Let's save some money. Just get the wedding ring. And that way we can have a good honeymoon. Or, babe, I got $2,000 to go towards the honeymoon. Women don't do that these days. Oh, no. Because they mamas told them he needs to pay for it all. Y'all over here spending 30, 40, 50,000 on a wedding, and the wedding lasts 2 days, and y'all get a divorce. Y'all hear about this shit on TV all the time. These celebrities don't even last. They go all out. Spend all this money and the shit don't last and he's out of 50 grand. He might not care about it. I would. I care about every dollar. I would tell her, I'm putting you on a payment plan. I want all my shit back. You wasting my time. Because they don't give back the ring. They pawn the ring. He might have spent 15 stacks on that ring. And she'll go to a pawn place and take 500 for it. That's how they do y'all men. So why would y'all sit there and spend all that money on a big old wedding? Why? You don't need all that fancy stuff. What's wrong with going to a courthouse? You're still going to be married. But see, people like to show off. And then when you don't make it, people bring up, remember when they showed off? Remember when they had those violins and the white turtle doves and all that other bullshit? They didn't even work out, girl. That's what they do to y'all. When y'all show off what y'all spent, they clown y'all when the shit don't work out. And most people I know didn't have a big wedding and they still together. They're still married. And they didn't go all out. But see, people will call you broke because you went to a courthouse. I don't give a fuck. I'm very transparent with my followers. I told everybody how we did it. Me and my husband went right to the courthouse. Now, we didn't go to the courthouse because we couldn't afford a wedding. I did not want a wedding. I didn't want a wedding with just 10 of my family members. Everybody else is dead. He has like 300 family members. Do you know how that would have did for me? I didn't feel like it would have been a fair trade because most people have an equal amount of family members. I don't. I had a lot of people die on me as a kid. A lot. My family is so small. So I would have had about 20 people on the left side and he would have had 350. His family reunion had about 800 people. I couldn't believe it. I've never been to a family reunion. That's how small my family is. So I did not want to be at my wedding crying, lashes falling out, makeup falling, wig loosening up. I didn't want to be in that position because I would have been that distraught not having my family there because they're not here. Mother's not alive. Grandmother's not alive. No grandparents alive, just my dad and my siblings. That wouldn't have been fun compared to him having his mom, dad, uncles, aunts, everybody. The whole family tree would have been there. But I wouldn't have had the same thing. So I didn't want that. So I opted to not have a wedding. I didn't want that. Some people don't want that. They don't. You feel me? Everybody doesn't want the big extravagant. We went to the courthouse and we'll be married 7 years in January. So what I want people to understand is that when you're in a relationship with someone, it doesn't have to be what you used to seeing on TV. Make your own rules, y'all. Me and my husband still haven't even renewed our vows. And we're going on 7 years. Some people can't even go 1 year married. I've been with my husband almost 13 years. That's not a small amount of time. I'm outlasting all these people that y'all look up to. that y'all praise, right? Everybody else's marriage ain't even working. So again, you got to work out through that shit. Like y'all over here talking about Tia, she found her happiness. Y'all know the twins, Tia and Tamara. Tamara has divorced her husband, Corey Hardwick, I think is his last name. He's in All American. He was in The Shy. Y'all know who Corey Hardwick is. They said he didn't cheat on her. They just said he got big headed because she got him into acting. She got him into doing these roles. And she set the base for him, and he took it and became a little bit big headed, right? And now they're divorced. That's not why you divorce. Y'all over here saying, good job, Tia. You left a man who was draining you. He left you at home with the kids while he was out acting. How dare he? Do y'all know what for better or worse means? That means when it gets worse, you still got to work that shit out. The man didn't even cheat on her. He didn't even cheat on her. He just became big headed, which happens when you're getting a lot of roles. Some men be like, wow, I'm really doing my thing. That shouldn't warrant divorce. You gave up on that man because he got big headed. You're supposed to work that shit out. He didn't cheat on you. He didn't have a bastard baby with another woman, and you're leaving him over him getting big headed. Come on, Tia.
I think it was more than that.
It had to be. That man would have had cheated on her, but from what she said, he got big headed. I'm sure if he cheated, she would have told her followers that, because that would have really got her the sympathy, right? So if he didn't cheat, I don't see why she left that man. Maybe he did, and she's not telling us that part. But they're saying he got big headed when he started getting these extra roles. I'm telling you, he's been booking these movies, y'all, and shows. He has. But that still doesn't warrant divorce. You're supposed to work that shit out. You can't get mad at your husband because he got big headed or he makes more money or he lost his job. Those are not reasons to leave. You only leave a marriage if he cheats. That's it. That's your only reason for leaving a marriage. Anything else you got to work out. So if y'all running and leaving because somebody got big headed, then that makes you a coward. That's not a reason to leave. It's not, y'all. It's not. Men do get big headed sometimes because they can't believe they got to where they are. It's harder for black men to break the barrier in those type of industries. They always want you to be a robber, a rapist, or a criminal. You never get to get those good roles where you're having mental health issues, when you're able to give back to black men. They rarely get those good roles when they're starting out. They get those weak ass roles, right? So now he's getting these good roles. So yeah, maybe he is feeling himself, but that doesn't warrant divorce. You get counseling, you work through that shit. And that's why marriages are not lasting, because women don't want to work through it. One hint of something bad happening and they're gone. We out the door. And then they go back onto Derek Jackson. He left me. You left him. You left him. Derek Jackson ain't telling these women how to stay married. He the one that cheated. Shouldn't you be telling these women to stay in shape? Shouldn't you be telling these women to put cocoa butter on them stretch marks? Because the women you were cheating on your wife with, shit, them women were bad. Them women look good. They didn't look nothing like his full armor at the house. Then he had that woman come on the video with a hair bun on, looking a hot mess. I love my husband. I just put the full armor of God on me. Had her looking like a hot mess, y'all. That's not what you do to your wife. But the women we were looking at that you cheated on her with, they were bad. They looked good. Had nice bodies. But he said he loves stretch marks. Stretch mark lover over here, ladies. I love my woman thick. That way I can rub on that fat. He's lying. He lied to y'all. The man ain't even fat. He always in the gym, and he's telling y'all he loves stretch marks. Quit believing these men. They don't like them. Unless you gave birth to their child, they don't like stretch marks. They don't like seeing that shit on your legs and back and ankles and your. They don't like that. They don't. And when you start getting comfortable and you start to settle being an at-home mom and you start eating them Twinkies and cupcakes, watching Love and Hip Hop, kicking your feet up, that makes a man uncomfortable. He don't want to be in that space. I'm out here busting my butt and you out here, you at home just living off of me. Let me go get me some new booty. Let me go find me a woman that's in better shape. See, he won't tell these women why he cheated. The real reason, because his wife let herself go. Instead, yeah, I know I told you guys I didn't cheat. I did cheat. I did, guys. But we all make mistakes, don't we? You know, I got beside myself. No, the truth is his wife let herself go and he went looking for better pussy. He brought them home to their house, in their bed. The woman was taking pictures of paintings on the wall. I mean, come on, you guys. Can't make this shit up. They don't want the truth. That's what it is. Marriages will last if people actually work shit out. He loses his job. Oh well, I can't do this. I can't just hold this. I can't hold the fort. I gotta go. Men can't do anything wrong in a marriage, or she'll go. So what I'm telling y'all is this Sierra and Russell, that ain't gonna last. It ain't. I can tell. I can tell. Y'all think everything's perfect because you see her spreading her legs and singing and that don't mean everything's going well. It don't mean everything's going well. Y'all see how Kelly Rowland carries herself, right? She's married, husband, all that.
She's catching flack now.
Oh, yes, she is, because she supported a black man. And then when she spoke up, then Sierra wanted to post a video. Well, this is what we were going to do. Too late. Sierra wanted someone else to start that train, and then she followed it. Sierra should have posted the day Chris Brown said, seriously? That's when she should have posted that video. Y'all notice she didn't post it until after Kelly Rowland defended Chris Brown. That's what those women do. Sierra ain't for Chris Brown. She don't give a fuck about Chris Brown. The only reason why she followed the train is because Kelly Rowland spoke up first. Y'all really want to be real, right? I don't want to hear shit about what y'all got to say. I'm telling y'all what it is. Sierra don't give a fuck about Chris Brown. She got paid to perform alongside him. It was a job. But she didn't post her part of the video until after Kelly Rowland caught heat. Okay, the heat is on her first. Cool. Let me post what we would have done. Let me post what we would. Now, a real friend would have posted that shit on day one. When Chris Brown put that seriously out there on Saturday, that is when Sierra should have posted the video. Not on Monday. It means nothing. It means nothing when you post after the fact. So if y'all want to sit here and think that Sierra really cares about Chris Brown, come on, y'all. She don't. She just had to make sure she didn't do anything that can affect her and her perfect life at home. That's all. Because if I was Chris Brown, I would have felt like she was fake in my book. Why didn't you post that shit on Saturday? You had that video in your phone. Don't play with me. But that's just coming from me. I would have said seriously too. Like, look what me and Chris Brown was about to do. We're about to really make magic on that stage. Seriously? That's what I would have said on Saturday, not Monday. It means nothing when it's 2 days after. That means that you wanted to wait to see who would care for Chris Brown, who would have his back. And then once that person got the heat, now you're going to post. Get out of here. Tank actually did a video. Tank actually did a video saying, what's going on, AMAs? Where was Sierra? Tank wasn't set to perform with Chris Brown. Sierra was. But you had other celebrities doing videos to show their support. So again, Sierra ain't real in my book. Y'all just praise her because she's married and y'all think she has the perfect life. But every chance she gets, she's shaking her ass. Every chance that she gets. Nobody takes marriage seriously anymore. When you're married, your city girl ways is supposed to be thrown in the trash. Period. You're not supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to live for your kids. Because what you do is going to affect them when they get older. So if you want to be known for being a ratchet, loose hoe, then keep doing that. But Russell, eventually, he's going to get tired of that. And they're going to say that they've separated because of things that are going on that doesn't have to do with her ratchet behavior. They're going to make it seem like it's something low level, minute, when we know the truth. Just keep watching. Men like Russell are not going to sit here and let this woman continue to show her goodies. It was cute when you first came out. Not my goodies, but you're still acting like that. And when you see how the men she went through to get to Russell, it adds up. Let's not act like she wasn't messing with Reggie Bush first. He's in the NFL too. Let's not act like it. She went from rappers to football players. That's all. That's all. Bow Wow, 50 Cent, Reggie Bush, Future, Russell. Those are the ones that we know. And every guy she messed with was in her video. So you can't hide it. Every guy she fucked except Russell was in one of her songs. So you can't take it away. That said a lot. They were all in her music videos. That's how she was. Instead of her taking selfies in every relationship, she put them in her songs, which is the worst thing to do, unless you know for sure that it's real, right? So again, guys, I'm telling you, if you look at their relationship and their marriage, watch what happens. Something is going to happen. Y'all be so set on, ooh, she gonna have another baby doing that move. Internally, I think they're going through a lot. You just won't see it because they're good at lying. Celebrities are your biggest liars. They'll be smiling on Instagram. Life is great. Sex is 10 times a week. We don't ever stop. Life is wonderful. Then when they log off, you get on my fucking nerves. So get your shit and go. Go then. That's what you don't see when they log off. That's what you don't hear and see. The truth. I don't like you showing your pussy online. Well, I was showing my pussy online before you met me. But you didn't have kids and we weren't married. You're supposed to change. Well, I'm not going to change. First, it's going to be a separation. Oh, they unfollowed each other on Instagram. Just watch. Watch the trend. This is what happens to people. Sierra's ratchet. You got her husband that's fucking up in the NFL. He's going through a lot. The last thing I'll be doing is showing my coochie online. That tells you a lot. Your husband is fucking up right now. The world sees Russell fucking up. And instead, his wife is online posting risque pictures in the sexy clothing. Come on, you guys. I'm not making this up. Shouldn't you be there for your husband? You saw what happened with Tom Brady. Now he's doing excellent. Giselle moved on to another man already. And Tom Brady's doing better. Maybe she was the anchor holding him down. Because one thing about Tom Brady, if anybody knows sports, that man lives, breathes, and eats football. So do you actually think he was really going to retire? She probably forced him to say that. And he said, you know what? I can't. This is my life. This is how I paid our bills. Well, you know what? Then I don't want to be married to you anymore. For better or worse. I want to be able to model. Well, Giselle, you old as fuck now. Ain't nobody looking at that. Your mother. You chose that lifestyle when you got with Tom Brady. Period. As soon as some shit get bad, they leave. She left and was already on another dick. And Tom Brady's doing well. But I guarantee you, if Tom Brady was on some new pussy right away, y'all women would have been like, I knew it. We know the real reason. Good job, Giselle. Go ahead, bitch. Yes, right? But then when y'all see her fucking another dude, right? Going on vacation and bringing her kids with that dude. That means that dude was already on deck. You know, baseball, when they're on deck, that's him. He was already right there ready. Nobody moves on that fast unless you were fucking someone else. Just like Cassie. Oh, Diddy held her back for 10 years. No ring, no. Everybody knew Diddy is probably bi. I think he likes men and women. We all know that. Cassie thought she was pretty enough to get him to settle. No, Diddy's not going to settle. Kim was the only one he truly loved enough to marry. We all know that. Diddy's a hoe. When he was with Cassie, he was still fucking with all these other women. Then when Cassie moves on to Alex Fine, gets pregnant, gets married. Yes, bitch. Diddy was draining you. No, he wasn't. Cassie needed that money, that status. Let's not act like Diddy didn't put her where she was. She can't sing worth the lick either. She can't sing or dance. She's just pretty. I've been waiting so long. That shit was trash. She couldn't sing worth the lick. She was just pretty. Diddy did that for her. She was low level too. One hit wonder. She was average when it came to singing. She wasn't no entertainer. She was trash. But Diddy still gave her that light, didn't he? If it wasn't for Diddy, y'all wouldn't know shit about Cassie. Give him his flowers too. And as soon as she leaves Diddy, she's pregnant and married. Alex Fine was already on deck. But see, y'all women won't talk about that. Diddy wasn't draining her. She could have left at any time. But that money was too good. Then she found a man that was making money too. Playing soccer. Right? So let's not act like this ain't a game to these women. It is. It's a game. Okay, so Diddy's definitely not going to marry me. We're at 10 years now. In those 10 years, Diddy fucked multiple women. Multiple women. And y'all said y'all mad at him for being who he is, right? Cassie allowed herself to be held back. She could have left at any time. You think Diddy wouldn't have been able to get another bad bitch? Well, he did. Many of them. He messed with Future's baby mama. He messed with Lori Harvey. Then passed her to his son. Come on, y'all. Diddy ain't crying over that. Y'all think he punching the air? Get the fuck out of here. That's what y'all ladies say. A man is punching the air because you want him to look bad. Sorry. Diddy didn't look bad. She did. She did. So all I'm trying to tell y'all is look at everything. Look at it. Diddy ain't going to settle down with these women. Nobody's going to compare it to Kim. But these women are going to ride his coattail because he's going to pay. He's gonna pay. He's gonna act like he's happy. But come on, you guys. That man's been through a lot of pussy. But ultimately, I think he, goes both ways. He was telling Fabulous, yeah, daddy, and all that stuff. That's some weird shit, did he? We don't know about that now. The men were uncomfortable at that table. I like the way you scrapping and scraping. Like, what the fuck? Did he own that shit? When he was doing those bath parties. Had Usher in the tub. There's a lot of things I'm not sure about. But we know Diddy is not going to settle with these women. He going to keep a bad bitch on his arm. She's just the flavor of the year. That's all. The flavor of the month. It depends on how long he wants to keep them around. He pays them to stay when he wants them to. Then he pays them to leave. On to the next. So
Just
y'all got to...
young Mammy. She's gone too.
Oh, yeah. They go through every day. They're saying, oh, they're together. Oh, they're broken up. I'm tired of it. Women, y'all need to start living for you guys and stop following these relationships. You're not going to get you a Diddy. You're not going to... And then they say they want a Russell. They don't want someone that looks like him. They want his money. See, women, when they tell you, I want that Russell and Sierra relationship, they mean a man with money. He can't be ugly and broke. He can't be ugly and building. He can't. He has to be fine. He has to look good. Because if Russell was broke, Sierra wouldn't look at him twice. That dude Channing was right about that. I'm not going to say Russell is a simp. I'm not going to do that. Because the man loves Future's kid like it's his own. I give him credit. Right? We're not going to call him a simp. I won't do that. But if he didn't have money, Sierra wouldn't have been fucking with him. Y'all need to be real. When you look at who she was fucking with, Russell is not the standard of beauty. If he didn't have any money and didn't play in the NFL, you women will walk right past him every day. Y'all wouldn't look at him. He's not attractive in society's eyes. He's like Jermaine Dupri. He's not attractive. So when you got a beautiful woman on your hip, you're like, wow, this must be real true love. Well, he has money. She went from a rapper making a lot of money to a football player making a lot of money. But the football player right now, he's not doing good. So instead of me showing my coochie online, I would be there for my husband. Mentally be there for him. But she's all about her. Sierra is a city girl. You go to her page and you see some shit and you're like, she's married? This woman is married? And then you got those women that are single. It's her body. She can do what she wants. Y'all just jealous because y'all body don't look like that. No, we're not. We're not jealous of Sierra. She craves and begs for attention as a married woman. Y'all don't see it? Married women shouldn't be posting half-naked selfies and shit. Why? Who do you want to look at him? My husband. Well, your husband's at home. This is social media, honey. Sierra wants to make sure she still got it. When women start getting older, they want to show you that they still got it. She can't be beautiful with her clothes on? Huh? She can't? So like I said, a lot of you ladies need to start adding this shit up. I'm married. I don't post half-naked selfies. That's not my lane. I don't do that. People hardly see selfies of me. I post maybe 1 to 2 selfies a year because that's not what my platform is for. And I know when I do post a picture, people look to dissect it. Oh, look, hair is dry. Lips are dry. Oh, she's ugly. They want something to be mad at so they can sleep good at night. That's all it's about. I can post a selfie of me smiling and it's a beautiful picture. And they will still dissect it so that they can feel good at night. I don't go online and call women ugly and bitches and fat motherfuckers unless they come at me. If you come at me with the heat, I'm going to return the fire. That's all. That's just me defending myself. But I don't just go out to seek women that are not pretty or they're not attractive, that are fat and lazy. I don't do that. I tell the truth. Because Black women, we are the most obese race. But y'all don't want to talk about that. Y'all want to be thick. Y'all want to lie and tell people that you have that big fat ass and no waist and your belly button's all the way up there with your titties. And that's natural. It's not natural. Y'all don't want to go to the gym. That's the hard way out. Because if you go to a gym and lose weight, you're going to lose weight everywhere. Y'all women got to stop believing these people online that are saying that you can lose weight in certain places only. That is not true. A real fitness guru will tell you you're going to lose weight everywhere. Everywhere. How can you be in the gym every week, but you have no definition in your legs or your arms? But you got this big, humongous fat ass, no waist, these fat arms. You still got little cold cuts under your neck. They can tell that you got some surgery because you're fat in other places. You can't have abs and fat everywhere else. That's impossible. It's impossible. But y'all women be believing these women on here built like a chromosome. Y'all believe them. Not me. I don't believe these women. Because if you're really in the gym, you're not going to get double D breasts. You're going to lose it. Our titties are fatty meat. Titties will go down. Ass will get smaller when you're really working out. I've never seen anybody with a fat ass that jiggled from doing squats in the gym. Serena Williams has a great muscular butt. Look at her body. She has definition in her legs, arms, and her ass. Muscle. You're not going to have fat. A lot of these women are fat everywhere, but they got abs. Come on, you guys. Really? Oh, wear this waist trainer and you'll get an hourglass shape. No, you're not going to be able to breathe. If you sneeze, something's going to happen. Don't do that. Get in the gym. Because these women that are laying on that table, those women are dying young because you might be able to get the fat sucked out, but it's not equivalent to working out and making your heart pump and losing calories the right way. Stop believing these women. Most of these women with these badly built bodies, they're single. Men do prefer natural bodies because they know when they have if they choose to have a kid with you, your DNA is going to be a part of that child. What you going to do? Get the child a BBL when they come out your body? They're going to look like your original self. You can go ahead and run and say, oh, this is you. But when your kid grows up and they're built like a stick and they see you got all these thick curves, it ain't adding up. Y'all want to be perfect so bad. But this is an imperfect world. So ladies, y'all got to do better. You got to do better. You got to stop judging people like me if you're not going to hold everybody accountable. I don't charge anybody for my services. Like I tell y'all, I do get upset when I see that my following isn't growing like it should because I'm trying to be an advocate for y'all. I'm trying to help people. You might not like my delivery, but it comes from a good place. Black women, you guys are beautiful without having to do all that extra shit. You don't have to sell your pussy. You don't have to be ratchet because it looks good when Cardi B does it. You don't have to be like that. You can be a good woman that reads, that actually stimulates her own mind, her intellect, takes a course, learns how to cook a meal, learns how to make a man feel better about himself. Because men are insecure too. Men don't ask to be bald. Most of the men I talk to, their biggest insecurity is premature balding. They say because women don't like us if they see a moon roof or if they see us losing our hair. It's unattractive to them. Men, don't you? But if men wear a wig, they'd be called gay, right? If he gets a fade and it's like a little hairpiece. They can't do that to make themselves look good, but we can wear wigs. Get the fuck out of here. Men, if you're losing your hair and you go to your barber and he hooks you up, wear that shit proud. Wear it. Both of y'all can take y'all wigs out at night and put it right there on the little thing. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Men don't ask to be bald. They don't. And that can affect their self-esteem. I talk to men like that who get clowned. You're bald already and you're only 31? Ugh. You already got a milk dud? Where's your hair? So you can grow hair all on your chin and shit, but you can't grow it on the top of your head? Yeah, I don't want my man looking older than what he is. That's what she told one of my clients. It broke him. It broke him. Men also are insecure. They can't control that shit though. But y'all still judge them though, right? And they can't even control being bald. Some men don't want to let their hair go. They don't. But it's part of their DNA. It happened with their dad's dad, and beyond. And yet y'all judge them for shit that they can't control. That's sad. That's pathetic. But don't let them say nothing about your alopecia. Ooh, that's body shaming. Don't let them say anything about your weight. You a BBW. No, you're not. You're fat. You're not thick. You're fat. There's a difference. If you're going to call a man a fat cupcake eating motherfucker, so are you. You're not no BBW. You need to lose weight. You're O for obese. That's what you are. See, we're over here giving terms to people that can die. Oh, girl, you are thick. Hey. No, girl, you are one Reese's Pieces away from Dr. No. They hate Dr. No. Women hate Dr. No because he will tell you you're fat. And what do they say to him?
Well, you're not in good shape. I ain't gonna lie. Dr. No ain't got no abs, but he's also close to 80 years old. So he must know something. How many women are living to be 80 that's obese? Not many. So clearly he knows something about something. When he be telling them fat motherfuckers to get up and walk, are you not gonna be able to get the surgery? Oh, he's body shaming me. No, he's not. He's telling you the truth. You fat as fuck. You're not thick. You can barely wash your own ass. Don't ask for the truth if you're not gonna be able to swallow it. You feel me? Because some people will give you the truth. Y'all got friends that don't even like y'all. Y'all got friends that talk about y'all when you're not around. They bring you to the club because people won't look at you. It makes the other girl look 10 times better. You're the person they bring to the club to make them look better. And you don't even know it. And then you tell your man to tell you the truth. And when he tells you fat, all of a sudden, he don't love you. Yes, he does. Sometimes we have to hear the ugly truth. Like, babe, look, you used to be able to fit these jeans. What happened? Well, I just had a kid. Our kid is 8. Come on, ladies. You got to stop using your kids as a scapegoat. Get on the treadmill. And if you don't want to go to the gym because you're insecure, get you a bike. Offer up, Craigslist, get you a workout bike and work out from home. Nobody will see you. But we got to do better. Y'all call men fat every day, but y'all don't want to accept the fact that you're fat. Right? Well, men can't have babies, so why are they fat? Because they work all the time. They're always working, and they eat unhealthy because they work so much. They don't have time when they're doing 12 and 16-hour shifts. They don't have time to work out. Back-breaking work, construction, truck driving. It's hard. What's your excuse? Oh, well, I had the kid 10 years ago. 10 years ago. Right? All I'm saying, you guys, is that you can't keep judging people if you're not going to hold everybody to the same standard. I say this every day. People don't like me because I hold people accountable. Not just random people that are doing right. It's the people that are doing wrong. If I post a video, y'all say it's fake. The TikTok is right there where you can go and find where I got it. It's still fake to y'all. Because you can't believe a woman is that bad. They are that bad. They are that bad. They will go up to a man and say, can I touch your dick? If you let me touch your dick, I give you $50. That's on TikTok. That's sexual harassment. But let a man do the video. If you let me massage and grope your beautiful breasts, I'll give you $50. He's going to jail. Modern day sexual abuse on men. Women can do it all the time. Women can put lipstick on and kiss men from the back so they can fuck up their home life. That's sexual assault, right? But it's so cute. Oh, that's a good one, girl. That looks real. Oh, his girl gonna be mad when he get home. But let a man do it. Let a man go through the crowd and start grabbing asses and bones. He'll be the next Cuba Gooding Jr., right? Do you see the difference? If nobody holds these women accountable, it's still going to be accepted until that one man knocks her ass out. No man deserves to be touched or groped inappropriately. And the last thing I'm going to say is, y'all heard about that shooting in Colorado where they said that the drag queen, the man in drag, held the guy down while the dude that was a former veteran, I believe, ended up disarming the guy. They gave credit to the drag queen and not enough credit to the vet. So when they said the drag queen came and used her heel to hit the assailant, I changed it to his. And all these LGBTQ community people came at me, calling me a bitch. You hate women. They are one of the most disrespectful type of groups of people. If you do not go with their narrative, they are evil. They called me every name in the book. Your mama. You're jealous. Well, a drag queen is a man in a dress. If that man in a dress was to assault somebody, he's going to a men's jail. So is that jail homophobic too? He has a dick. And then women were like, how could you talk about her like that? He stopped someone from hurting other people. So it's her, and then you said he. Make it make sense. A man in drag is a fucking man. Y'all hate hearing the truth because you have to ask yourself, if that person commits a crime, where are they going? To women's jail or men's jail? They're going to men's jail. So that's a fucking man in a dress. And women will sit here and say, yes, girl, yes. They don't bleed like us. They don't go through pain like us. I will never give a man credit for trying to be a woman. No. Sorry. Sorry. Caitlyn Jenner, Bruce Jenner, that's Bruce. That's Bruce. I'm not going to call him Caitlyn. Sorry, I'm not. And I'm not going to get judged for that either. Because it's all fun and games until that drag queen goes into the woman's bathroom and you're trying to change your daughter's diaper, right? Then it's, what are you doing? This isn't your bathroom. Go to your bathroom. You see how they pick and choose? Make it make sense. You were saying yes, bitch, on that post. But let that man in a dress come into the women's bathroom while you're in there adjusting your bra, fixing your titties. Then there's sexual harassment, right? So you fake motherfuckers, that's where I get y'all every time. Let them go into the bathroom while you're trying to change your daughter or taking your daughter to pee. And you know that's a straight up man coming in that bathroom. Y'all would have a different tune, wouldn't you? But you're gonna judge me for saying what's real. I'm not gonna do that, y'all. I don't fit that narrative. I'm not. Sorry. I'm gonna call you what you're born, just like a cop would if you were to break the law. If you break the law, a drag queen's going into the men's jail. Period. And they're gonna make you wear men's clothes. They're gonna make you take off the wig, the makeup, the lashes. You're gonna be the man that you are. Are they homophobic too? No, they're not. And that's the sad part. Y'all support these people all day long until they're in your bathroom. And I've been in the bathroom where someone came in there and the woman left out of the bathroom to wait until the guy came out the bathroom. We live in a world where you can identify as the opposite sex and go right into our bathrooms. And they could be a fucking predator underneath. It's fun and games until they go into the women's locker room at LA Fitness. And it's a whole nigga. Then it's a problem, right? But you was just saying yes, bitch, on the post. So like I said, the fake outrage is what gets me every time. You pick and choose what you want to be mad about. Then when I bring up something that's similar, you run. You run and scatter like roaches do when the lights come on. You scatter. What I'm trying to tell y'all is that's why they separate people. You are who you were born. That's what it is. You don't have to like the cops and like us. But they're one of the most disrespectful groups of people, and they have more laws than black people. Y'all get all these laws passed for y'all, but they just passed the lynching law. What the fuck? The fuck? But we can talk about gay and homophobic stuff in high school, in grade school. We could talk about that. That bill got signed. But no more talking about God. That comes out. No more talking about black history. That comes out. But we can talk about gay history. That's the problem I have. And they call you homophobic for having an opinion. Because you got a lot of people that are LGBT that think they're better than real women. We look better than real women. How can you compare to me? I was born with these titties and this pussy. I didn't lay on a table and have it created. I don't care if the woman is 600 pounds. You will never compare to a real woman. Never. You're not even a copy. You're not even a copy of us. You will never compare to us. You would never know what it's like to bleed once a month, have cramps, go through childbirth. So you will never compare to us. Society can tell you you're Woman of the Year. Caitlyn Jenner. Caitlyn Jenner got Woman of the Year. And that was a whole nigga with balls. That was a whole man with balls. Okay? And got Woman of the Year over Robin Roberts, who beat cancer. And you ladies didn't even get mad at that. That's how strong the LGBTQ community is. A man that identifies as a woman can get Woman of the Year over a natural born woman beating cancer. And that was low level compared to this man saying, I'm now Caitlyn Jenner. No, you are Bruce with a balls and two cherries. Two cherries and a stick. That's what you got. And he got that award over a real woman. And to this day, nobody's mad about that. He got Woman of the Year, y'all. So let me see a woman identify as a man and get Man of the Year. When can we see that? Can we see that? Can we see that? Because that man got that award over somebody who beat cancer. And to me, I think beating cancer is greater. than a man coming out saying, I'm now Caitlyn Jenner. Nobody gives a fuck. You still Bruce in our eyes. You got a big old bulge in your throat. So we know you a man. And you speak like a man. Soon as you open your mouth, they know what it is. You Bruce. That just tells me that Kris Jenner's pussy was so bad, this man said, I want to be a woman. I want to be a woman now. I don't even want to be a man no more. That's how trash the pussy was. That's how controlled she had that man. Had that man under that much control. If I was Kris Jenner, I would feel like, damn, I failed. Because at first, he was in love with me when we was going to those OJ trials for my actual husband who was trying to get OJ off. Bruce Jenner was right there in the stands, right next to Kris Jenner with her fat face before all the surgeries. He was right there. He like pussy then. Then he gets with her and she turns him out. She turns him from Bruce to Caitlyn. That's some trash box right there. That's what I'm saying. It must not have been that good if you made this man say, I want to be a woman now. Woo! That must have been some trash pussy. Real talk. Something ain't right. See, that man was a whole man until he got with her. And now all of a sudden he's Caitlyn. So I'm just saying, guys, certain things like that I look at and I add it all up. It's right there in your face. Period. We should not be praising men who want to be women or women who want to be men. Y'all telling us to accept you guys for who you are, but y'all couldn't even accept yourselves for who you guys were. It doesn't go that way. If you're not happy being born a man, why should I try to make you happy because you now identify as a woman? That's disrespect to me. I'm not going to praise you on that. You're going to still be who you were born. You can go ahead and identify who you want to identify as, but I'm going to call you who you are, and I'm not going to be judged for that. Sorry, I'm not going to fit this narrative and praise that. Praise boys who want to be like their mamas and wear wigs. My brother didn't do that stuff. My brother didn't wear no heels and stuff growing up. He was masculine. He went outside, got dirty, played ball, played football, came back with grass stains. My brother was never feminine. He didn't play dress up with us, Barbies with us. Fuck no. 3 girls and a boy. And usually, nowadays, a boy growing up with 3 sisters, he's usually feminine. I'm keeping it real with y'all because they're only around girls. Not my brother. My brother is still masculine. He didn't do none of that shit. Barbies, fuck that. He was outside breaking curfew. Fucking around with girls out there. Being bad. Being a boy. That's what my brother did. So all this, yeah, what boy didn't play in their mama's heels? You tell me what boy did that, because now my brother did. My brother didn't do that shit. He'd take my dad's clothes, his jerseys, and try to wear them to school, wear his shoes. He did that. But he wasn't taking my heels and shit like that. But that's praise now. It's okay for a boy to play in makeup. No, it's not okay. He's a fucking boy. Let that boy go outside and get grass stains on his clothes. Come back with a little cut on his elbow because he wanted to do a wrestling move in the grass. Let these boys be boys. You women who are single mothers, you try to turn them into you. That's a boy. And then they grow up. Yep, me and my mother, we do each other's makeup. Yes, we do each other's wigs. That is not right. That's why they said a woman can't raise a boy, because he usually turns out like that. Just like that. If they want to do that at 18, okay, let them do it at 18. But you have control. Until they're 18, you have full control over what the outcome is going to be. That's all I'm saying, ladies. You guys are teaching your sons to play in makeup and to arch their eyebrows, to be in cheerleading instead of play sports. You guys are encouraging them to do that shit because you want you a girlfriend. Somebody, hey girl, and that's your son. That's not cute. Not cute at all. You can't change that. If he's a boy, let him be a boy. Now, if he turns 18 and he wants to play butt games, then let him play butt games when he turns 18. Until then, you have full control. That's why they don't want the dad to control the house, because he ain't gonna let that shit ride. You ain't playing in makeup in this house. You're gonna get an education. You're gonna go to college, and I don't care what the fuck you do after that. But in this household, you're not doing that shit. Oh, he's being abusive to his kid because he won't let him play in makeup. That's not what it is. He's being a father to his son. That's what he's doing. He's teaching his son that we don't wear lipstick. You ain't gonna get no job wearing lipstick and lashes. Most of these corporate jobs, they're not going to hire your son if he comes up there with heels, a whole suit on with some heels. Unless it's a fashion job, they're not going to let him do no corporate America job. They judge y'all too. But y'all won't talk about these jobs that's judging y'all. Right? So again, let these boys be boys, ladies. Because y'all quick to call somebody like Kevin Samuels gay, but you allow your son to play in makeup. Make it make sense. Kevin Samuels, y'all call him kitten heels, right? Look how he's sitting with his legs crossed. He feminine. He is feminine. Ugh, he's gay. Then when y'all found out that he died in the hands of a woman who was beautiful, had a nice body, he must have held her against her will. He must have paid her to be there. Y'all was so jealous of Kevin that he pulled him a nice looking woman and she wasn't black. That's why y'all bitches was mad. The woman was bad. Y'all couldn't say nothing bad about that woman. She was built. Y'all actually posted the wrong picture of her thinking that she was this unattractive woman. And she was beautiful. A nurse too? And a nurse? Y'all was hating when y'all heard that he died in the hands of a woman. Y'all was mad as hell. He pulled him a baddie, didn't he? In his 50s, still pulling them nice looking women. Y'all women were mad as fuck. She wasn't fat. She wasn't obese. She wasn't masculine looking. She was very feminine. Nice body, nice face. Y'all couldn't believe it. Y'all could not believe it. Y'all was so jealous of him. He was gay. Remember? Y'all called him gay, put a wig on him, lipstick, but y'all let your sons wear lipstick. And don't let nobody at the school call your son gay, or you're gonna be down there yelling like a hyena. You ain't gonna be talking about my son, but you can call another man gay that you don't even know. Make it make sense, ladies. Make it make sense. When a man doesn't do something that you like or agree with you, he's gay. It's okay to call him gay, but we can't call your son feminine, fruity, sugary. We can't say that, huh? So at the end of the day, we can admit the truth. Y'all called him gay, but then got mad when y'all saw who he was with upon dying. Y'all had nothing negative to say about that woman, but, oh, I think she killed him. When really she tried to save his life. No evidence that woman tried to kill him. No evidence. Y'all just wanted to paint her to be this villain because she was so damn beautiful. That's how bad these hyenas are, guys. These hyenas be so mad when they find out that you got a beautiful woman right there and she's not black. It wasn't the fact that she was a beautiful woman. It was the fact that she was not black. That's what it was. See, the fact that she had a nice body. They couldn't find any flaws on her. Pictures of her with no makeup on. Still a dime. That's why these black women were mad. They thought Kitten Heels had a boyfriend. And it turns out that he was around a good-looking woman. Now what? Now what, ladies? So again, that narrative went right down the drain. So the new narrative, he's broke. He doesn't have life insurance. Wrong again. So again, fellas, just know one thing. Know one thing. You don't have to settle for less either. And all these other men that do these platforms to appease to these women, just like I tell women you don't have to settle, y'all don't have to settle either. I tell men and women, before you really start to get to know someone, put them through an interview process. Y'all ain't got to go on a date on square one on the first day. Talk a lot before y'all meet up. That way nobody's spending any money. Fellas, ladies, if you want to save money, talk first. Get to know the person first. Go back to the old days when y'all were talking, the sun will come up. But see, nowadays, women don't want to talk. That's free. That's free. They don't want to talk. Because now you're taking up my time and you're not paying me for it. Well, fellas, it's good that you found that out now, right? On to the next woman. If they don't want to have some intellectual conversations about life, growth, visions, what you see in the future, drop their ass like a bad habit. Move on to the next one. Because somebody that's into you, they're going to want to get to know you before they even meet you in person. Tell me about yourself. I like to do hair. Okay. How long you been doing hair? 5 years. If they want to be short, drop them. You don't need them. If your conversations are not longer than an hour, you don't need her. Get to know that person for free before you start reaching into your pockets. Because the worst thing you can do is give somebody your time and your money. Shit, that's two negatives. Somebody gonna pay me back. If the world was like this, where you can go on a date and get your money back if the date don't work out, everything will be good. But you don't get your money back. Wasted time and money on that broad, right? When you could have spoke to her on the phone for free. That's all I'm saying, fellas. If she don't want to talk about nothing, then why take her on a date? If you a mute right now, you're gonna be a mute then too. But when they see that lobster and all them expensive drinks and desserts on the table, they have a lot to say then, because you're feeding them. But when you're on the phone talking to them and you ain't spending no money, they're short with you. Good. I'm okay. Yes. 5 years. Oh, okay. You know what? Let's go to a top-notch restaurant. And then, when I was 3, I used to do, wow, now she has a vocabulary. Nah, fellas, don't spend your money. Before you even reach into your pocket, make sure she's worth the interview. Do a phone screen with her first. That's what I call them, phone screens. Talk to them. Just like with a job. You know how they call you for that phone interview? It'd be 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes sometimes. They do it to see if you're worth coming to meet them. They want to make sure that you got your shit right before you even come and see them at the job. Because some people were telling themselves in that phone process, okay, yeah, they crazy. What's wrong with doing that in real life, fellas, ladies? Why give somebody your time and energy when you could screen them over the phone and say, yep, this ain't right. Let me move on. Right? That's all I'm saying. It ain't hard. It's not hard to do. I tell y'all this every time. This is going to be in my book. Go through the phone screening. Sometimes you might need a follow-up phone screen. You feel me? And I tell men and women, if you want to know if somebody's lying, do a follow-up phone call. Okay, so yeah, I got to get up and go to work tomorrow. Can I call you tomorrow around this time? Yes. Okay, cool. You call them around that time and you mix the questions up. Now the answers are not matching. Okay, but you told me that you did it this way. Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. Now you caught her in a lie and you didn't spend that one dime. Or she could say, well, you told me you had one daughter. You didn't tell me you had one on the way. Oh, I didn't? Check. He ain't the one, ladies. Again, when you have more than one phone conversation, that's how you get people that lie. They don't remember what they said. They're not writing this down. Their dumbasses aren't putting key points. No kids. Just got my results back from my age tap negative there. They're not doing that. They're going right off the fly. So when you have another conversation and it don't sound like the one that you the previous day, that's how you know they lying. And you caught that early and you didn't have to spend any money. But when they pass those initial phone screens, then you set up the interview, which is the date. Now I can bring them in to meet me. Now we can kind of connect. Well, we've had 5 conversations, and I definitely got to see if this is real in person. And still don't go all out on the date. Take them somewhere where y'all can just have conversation. You ain't got to spend no thousands of dollars. Man, please. We going somewhere where there's unlimited apps. You feel me? That way I ain't really losing that much. I'm getting a deal. You feel me? And then say that date works out. Then we can do something bigger. Because she's passing everything that I'm hoping for. She's doing good. But when someone lies, they always slip up. Nobody can keep a lie going if you make them talk. If you got those women that don't want to talk, they holding something in. You don't need to be going out on no date with them. If they're always short with you, leave their asses where they are. And ladies, for you too. If a man is never being open with you, no, I don't have a Facebook. No, I don't have a TikTok. How? In this modern age, you better have something. If they don't have no social medias, your ass better have a LinkedIn. If they don't have a LinkedIn, they scamming you. Really simple. Okay, what's your LinkedIn? It's private. Can I follow you? No, I don't feel comfortable yet. Well, then I don't feel comfortable meeting you in person. You feel me? If no one has a social media, they better have a LinkedIn. Everybody has a LinkedIn. If you have a fucking job, a business, you need a LinkedIn. That's still like Facebook. And if they're telling you they don't have one, reach out to me. They do have one. They're just not going to tell you because you're going to find out the truth. Janitor for 7 years, cleaning them toilets, cleaning that boo-boo. No college degree. But he told you he had a degree and he's a high-level executive of toilets. Yeah, of toilets. That's all. Like I said, you always find people in a lie because they can never keep it. They always lose it. There's always Swiss cheese in their stories. Holes, right? It goes both ways. Women think they're good at lying until you make them repeat that shit again. So you told me yesterday, what'd you say yesterday about that? But you said this. Oh, I did? Now y'all both confused, right? It happens every time. If they don't want to go to Starbucks, something simple like that, don't take them. Okay, we good then. I just want to have some coffee and talk about life. I'm not trying to spend big bucks on you yet. Men, it's okay to say that. But if the woman says, I want to spend big bucks on you, you better take that damn date. Better let her spend that money. That's rare. If a woman tells you, well, I want to spend money on you to get to know you, fellas, it's your time. This is your season. Get that. Go out there. Have fun. Let her spend money on you. Get all the apps you want. Unlimited. Right? She gonna spend the money. It's rare. I mean, I never really heard of a woman saying, let me pay, baby. Put your wallet away. How dare you insult me? Man, you ain't gonna hear that shit. When that bill come, they look right at you, right? When that bill come, they gotta go to the bathroom. When that bill come, their friend is calling them, right? Come on, fellas. You already know you're paying for the date, but it's good to see how they act when that bill come. They change up when that bill come. Y'all could be talking about life, yeah, and then tomorrow I'm thinking, here's your bill. Then the whole table is silent, right? And she watching you go through your pocket to put that card in that little thing, right? Then once you put that card in there, okay, now what was I saying? See what I'm saying, fellas? And don't tell them to tip. If you ask them to tip, that's the last time you're going to see them there. They expected you to pay for the whole date and tip. That's broke girl behavior. That's broke. Some of them don't even bring their wallet. But don't be fooled, fellas. They put the money in their titties. We do that all the time. There's money. It's just not out in the open. They got money. It's just in their titties. So if you tell her, can you tip? I didn't bring my wallet. Well, what's in your breast? What's in your bra? I know you got some money in your bra. That's what we do, fellas. If we come somewhere and we don't have our purse or nothing, the money is in our bra. You even have bras with pockets now. I got one of those. It's really cool. Little tight pockets. You can put your money in there, it ain't going nowhere. They got money. Tell them to check their bra. But what's in your wig? Some of them will hide it under their wig. Just in case you do some weird shit and they got to take a cab, they keep money. They're not there without anything, fellas. I promise you that. Some of them, they got a phone with a case that slides up where their debit card goes right in there and it slides right back down. They didn't come with nothing. They wanted you to appear. They wanted to appear like they didn't have nothing so that you can pay everything. You feel me, fellas? Don't let that happen to you. So when she tells you she ain't got no money, what's in your bra? Nothing. Well, what's in your phone case? They have so many things for us now where we can hide our debit cards because a woman is not going to come there without having something. Just in case you act a fool, they can take an Uber, they can take a trip. They got the money. You just don't see it. So I'm trying to give y'all the game, fellas. I'm trying to give y'all the game. That's what they do. If you got one of those women that want to be dressy and all that, hey, we're going to Dave and Buster's. Well, I want to be able to dress up. Okay, well, you're going to be in heels playing ball with me then. You're going to be doing it in the heels. What happened to going on dates where you guys are comfortable, where you guys can actually breathe? You ain't got to get dressed up like you're going to the award show. Go comfortable, especially if you're going to eat good. I'm not going to wear no tight pants if I know I'm about to eat. And then I got to unbutton my button so I can breathe. Oh, no. I'm going comfortable. What happened to laid back? Just being you. You feel me? So like I said, guys, that's what's going to be in my book. I'm still working on the book. I'm still working on 50 different things. But I told y'all I'm going to get y'all the book. I will work on it. And I'm not going to sell the book for $50. It ain't going to be no outrageous costing book because it ain't going to be that much in there. But it's going to be enough. I'm not going to waste your time and add 200 pages of bullshit. So you can think you spent good money on something, right? And all the good shit is the last 3 pages. You got a lot of these influencers. With the book, it has a whole bunch of bullshit in it until you get to the end of the book and you're like, fuck, this should have been in the beginning, right? I don't want people to have to skip through my book to find the juiciness. It's going to be on every page. That's why there won't be many pages. We're getting to the point. Okay? And again, if you guys need coaching, if you guys are on the brink of just, giving up on life, I do have a hotline, and I give that number out to people, and I tell them, you call me if you're in a dire situation. Call that number. It's not a joke. It's not to be funny. It's dead serious. I'm not charging people not even one penny to do that. So I'm letting you guys know that even being free, people still don't want your services. They would rather pay $200 and not know the outcome. Now, what if you pay somebody $200 and they tell you some shit that I said already on my podcast for free? Y'all gonna feel real stupid, ain't you? That's why I'm free. Because either you're gonna take my advice or you're not. But you didn't have to spend no money to get it. Do y'all get what I'm saying? I'm offering you guys help. All my stuff on my website, there's no taxes and no shipping. But you guys would rather go and spend your money on someone who's lying to y'all, and y'all making them rich. $5 million is his net worth. $5 million according to his stats online. 5 million. Telling women everything they want to hear. So all I'm saying, you guys, is I want you to realize when you're telling people the truth, your following won't be big. Your circle will be very small because you're telling the truth. Those who are loud, hyenas, that love to cater to one type, they're going to have bigger followers, hundreds and thousands of them. I had to start from scratch. But then again, me starting back on August the 1st, I only had 1,000 followers. We're now in November. So in 3 months, I went up over 10,000 followers. That's not bad. That's what I do. But you got these other people that go on to these websites and they buy their followers. And they have 1 million followers, but only get 1,000 likes on their pictures. I'm trying to give y'all the game. I could have went that route and found somebody to help me boost my followers, but that's not the route I want to go. I don't want robots. I want real people. So if I'm going to post something and get 500 likes, at least I know those are 500 authentic likes. I'm okay with that. But some people need to have big numbers to make y'all think they're doing big things. They're not. So don't believe everybody's following that you see. Some of that shit is bought to make you think they're doing big things, to make you buy their book, to make you buy their clothes. Ain't shit really going on. So what I'm saying is, guys, I'm here to help people. Just don't take advantage of what I do. I have some people that they reach out to me every second. Now you're taking advantage. I'm giving you advice for free. But eventually I'll recommend you go see a therapist that can diagnose you. I do not diagnose, I recommend. I don't have a degree in therapy. I have a degree in life coaching. There is a difference. I cannot diagnose, but I can recommend. I recommend you go check yourself in somewhere because it's beyond my scope. I can only do what's within my scope. You feel me? So if you guys start coming to me with all these, oh, and he's going to kill me, I cannot help you over the phone. So it's one thing to be free, but don't take advantage of what I do for you guys. I actually do love and care about my people. I do. It's just sad that I don't get the same love in return. Unless I say men ain't shit, right? Unless I say men ain't gonna do nothing but make bastard babies and leave them. That's not true. So this is how I'm gonna end it. You got some damn good men out there that would die for their kids, give their kidney for their kids, lose their job and go to a whole nother state just to be right next to their kid. But that kid is around a woman who absolutely hates him because he moved on and put himself first. So that same woman would paint the narrative that that man left both of them and that he's a no good ass dad. When that man loves his kid, he just doesn't love her. Women, you got to stop using your kids as a game piece. They are not a game piece. They need their dads. They need them. Whether it's a daughter or a son, they need the love from their dads. But you are so evil and toxic and bitter and loud and evil that you would tell your kid that he left us both. He don't want shit to do with you. He doesn't even send you any money. And that's everything he does do. He sends money. Asks to see his kids. Can I see my kid? Can I see my kid? Are you still with that bitch? Can I see my kid? Are you still with that bitch? That's how mad you guys are. See, men didn't just leave because they didn't want to be a father. They left because they didn't want to be around you. They left because they didn't want to be put in a position where they're in prison. because your tongue is so powerful. That's why men leave. That's why they get out of that scenario and get their own place. They still want to co-parent. They just don't want to fuck with you no more. But you go online and flip the script. See, men can only take so much before they explode. And to prevent themselves from going to prison, because you know the cops are always going to believe the woman, they leave. Because they know if they stay, their kid is going to witness them beating the shit out of her. They don't want to go that route. They don't want to be in prison. They don't want to ruin their life. So they leave. And they know they can't take the kid because that'd be kidnapping. But a woman can take the kid. And that's mother. That's being a mother. That's being a parent. They hate men so much that if a man was putting his kid in a better position, that's kidnapping. Look what everything men go through. Put that in the pot. When men don't cooperate with women, they go to the government and they get put on child support. Put that in the pot. If a man loses his job, that child support still accumulates until he gets a warrant, loses his license, gets a criminal record. Now he can't find a job. Now he's on the streets. Now he's in jail for not paying child support. Another record. Put that in the pot. The cops are on them, the target on their back whenever they leave the house. Can't even go to work and be comfortable because they're judged at work. Can't tell a woman she looks nice today. They'd be called predators. Can't do normal things that normal men should be able to do because they'd be looked at differently. They can't compliment a woman. They can't walk past a woman. They can't do anything. Put that in the pot. They get told every day that they ain't shit like they dads and they ain't never gonna be shit. Oh, if you cry, you soft. If you talk about your emotions, you weak as fuck. If you try to control the household, you're too controlling. I gotta go. If you do this, if you do that, if you do this, if you do that, put that in the pot. That's what men deal with every single day. Coming home and being yelled at. Why are you late? Well, I did overtime. Prove it. Put that in the pot. How much is a man supposed to take before that pot overflows? And then he says, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go jump off this building. Fuck it. I'm going to go into the garage and start the car with the garage down until my time is done. Fuck it. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. Imagine being a man who was actively paying child support and you lost your job. And that child support kept going and kept going and kept going and kept going. Then you have a warrant for your arrest. They suspend your license. Now you have a criminal record for unpaid child support and no job will not hire an irresponsible man. No job's going to hire you to make the money you deserve. You have a degree in mechanics or electrical engineering and you still can't find a good job because of that criminal record that she put on you. Put that in the pot. And you expect this man not to just give up? While she's at home laughing, he has a criminal record. He'd never get a good job. But you need his child support, you dumb fool. You put him on child support, now you're never going to get the money. So how did you win? How did you win getting his license taken away? Now he can't get a driving job. How did you win, you dumb bitch? Before y'all put these men on child support, you don't ask yourself what the outcome could be if he loses that job. No job is guaranteed. I don't care how good you are. During COVID, a lot of men lost their jobs after having them for years because they were getting paid too much. And they were paying high child support. So imagine having that ripped away. You think the government says, oh, it's okay, Pookie. It's okay. We'll reduce your child support to nothing until you get a job. This ain't student loans. This ain't student loans. They don't go off of what you're making. They don't allow you to pick the number. If you don't work, they tell you, your ass better find something because that money is not going to stop. Now you're going to be in debt. Some men, so when you hear about men being behind on child support, that doesn't mean they did anything wrong. It could be in a matter of him losing his job and having to find a new one. But then in the process of finding a new one, the child support amount got up so high, he now has a warrant for his arrest. Then he goes to jail, serves time, gets a record, loses his license. All these tickets piled up. What is he supposed to do? What the fuck is he supposed to do? I'm asking you ladies. Y'all didn't think it through. Y'all thought what y'all was doing was going to be a good situation where you can control him, right? Well, now you're not getting the child support because he can't find a job. And then when he gets out of jail, it's back to accumulating again. He still don't have a job. And now he has to really find someone that'll give him a second chance and not judge him off of that record. And how often do black men get second chances in corporate America, people? Put that in the pot. A woman can throw her kid off a balcony and get a job in customer service. And I'm being real with y'all, because she's a fucking woman. Oh, she had to have been forced to do it. Someone had to have made her mad. Or maybe she wasn't in her right mind. Yeah, we'll give you a second chance, Tamika. We know life happens. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. So again, guys, this is stuff that we should know already. It's hard for men to survive in America now. The times are worse. And it hurts them more when their black women are the biggest oppressors. It used to be white men that they had to worry about. The white man, the white man, the white man. Now it's the black woman. The black woman is a black man's biggest enemy. Why? Why are we their biggest enemy when we should be right there in the front line with them like they were for us back in the day? Risking their lives for us. Standing in the fire just to protect us. And y'all can't give them that same energy today. Instead, you rather twerk and start an OnlyFans and act a fucking fool, right? It's sad. It's sad how you women are today. And I don't think the women are ever going to get better until more women rise up and hold them accountable. I didn't like Candace Owens. I still don't like her much as a person, but there's some things that she says that I agree with. She said that Me Too movement, we should not just be believing the woman. We shouldn't. Believing a woman can get you killed. We should believe the facts. I'm not telling you that if your daughter says, yeah, daddy, a teacher touched me inappropriately. Before you act on anger and emotion, verify that shit. Because these kids nowadays are so fucked up that they'll go home and tell their mom and dads, my teacher tried to fuck me. Because the teacher failed them in class and they were so mad about it. So they saw on TV how this woman lied on this man and it worked. Kids have twisted minds now. They're not like we were as kids. They are fucked up in the head. And they would tell their mom and dad that. And what does the dad do? Grabs his gun and goes right up to the school. Bow! Shoots the teacher. And it turns out that the daughter was mad that he failed her. Teacher never touched her at all. They asked the girl the same thing 5 times, and her story changed 5 times. The teacher stood 10 toes down and got killed because she went home and told her parents a fucking lie. These kids are dangerous now. They're murdering people at 11 and 12, especially out here in Chicago. And none of you guys are holding your own kids accountable. And that's why this world is so fucked up. But I'm telling you, if you don't teach your kids now to watch their mouth, someone's going to teach them a lesson. And then you're going to be on TV. He was such a good kid. He was going to graduate. You're not telling the truth. Half of these mothers on TV be lying out of their fucking teeth. He wasn't no good kid. He wasn't. He was a thug. He was stealing out of people's purses, stabbing people, shooting people, and you're saying he was a good kid? No, you were a bad mom and you failed him. Say the truth, ladies. Y'all love going on TV crying about how good of a kid they were. They were a piece of shit like you because you didn't get them counseling. You didn't get them help. You told your son he wasn't shit and you expected him to be a good kid in school? So I'm telling you guys, you are an example of what they're going to be. If you don't change that narrative, they're going to be just like you times 10. Stop lying and telling the people that they were good. They weren't. These kids are bad. They're having sex in high school, getting pregnant at 14, just so their kid can be close to age. Because that's the new thing too. If you have a kid young like Kylie Jenner, they'd be like your sisters or your brother. No. Your moms are always supposed to be 20 years or more older than you. 15 years, 10 years to be, nowadays it's like they 10 years apart. That's it. You don't have the 20, 25 years apart no more. It's 10. And y'all talking about which one's the mom and which one's the sister. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard. Well, if the mom is 25 and the daughter is 15, duh, they look like they could be sisters. That means she was hoeing. She was young. Y'all black women love saying black don't crack. Guess the age. Then you find out that they're only 10 years apart. That ain't nothing to brag about. You're basically saying my mama was a hoe. My mama got around. That is nothing to brag about. Show me a mother and daughter where the mom is 60 and the daughter is 20 and they both look like sisters. Now that's some shit to brag about. Damn. They look like they could be sisters. That's something to brag about. Not being 15 and 25. That is nothing to brag about. That's scary. You were 10. What the fuck was you doing? But see, nobody wants to hear that part because then I'd be shaming them, right? But I'm not lying. Show me something like that, and then I will agree. But if y'all about 12, 13 years apart, there's nothing to brag about because some siblings are about that. Sorry, I'm not going to ride that train. Talking about black don't crack. Y'all both still young. But show me a 20, 30-year gap and shit, you have me convinced. Because there are some beautiful mother and daughters who are 30 years apart and you're like, what the fuck? Who's the mom? Jada Pinkett's mom looks better than Jada Pinkett. If anybody has ever went on Google Jada Pinkett Smith's mom. She is beautiful. She looked younger than Jada. Jada looked like somebody from Star Trek with them fake cheeks. Jada Pinkett back in the day, she was drop dead gorgeous, man. She didn't have to do nothing to her face. Now she looks like she's in the Matrix. She do. But if you look at her mama, who's 20 years older than her, you're going to be like, fuck, how? How? The mom looks better. And that's just my opinion. Y'all can look at that on your own and come to your own conclusion. But I would be very upset at myself if my mama was killing me with looks because I decided to get the knife. You feel me? To me, Jada Pinkett is the mother. So I'm just saying, ladies, y'all be trying to compete with these people and you can't. Be yourself. Create your own relationship and stop judging. And know that men, they are people too. And they need love and care and affection, just like you do. What you ask from that man, you better be giving it back in return ×2. You can't tell this man to get you all this shit and you're not giving out nothing. It don't work like that. Your pussy ain't that good, ladies. Newsflash, women have pussies. So if you're not doing something that he needs you to do, he will get it from somebody else. It will be a bonus. If she don't cook or clean, but she got good pussy, and he finds a woman that got good pussy and she cooks and cleans too, you lost him. He's gone. Because she comes with a bonus. That's why men say, what can you bring to the table besides your cootie cat? What can you bring to the table? It's not to disrespect you. They just want you to bring more than sex. He ain't no pimp and you're not no prostitute. So what can you bring to the table? Well, I can twerk and, I can get my nails did and I like loving hip hop. I love Cardi B. Well, if you're bringing that to the table, you ain't going to be at his table. You're going to be at a table by yourself and it's going to be unstable. Most of you women come with an unstable table. The shit ain't even holding up on 4 legs. It's on 2. And you want that man to come and be that end of the table where he's holding it up. That's not going to happen. You better come with a table that's standing on 4 legs or how many legs it has. That's what men, because most men are already established. They got their shit together. They don't want you to be a liability to the relationship. They want you to be an asset. Men want to return an investment too. So if all you're giving them is pussy, they can get that from up the street. They don't need you. What they need you for if they can get it from somebody else? You got to be able to come with more than just the pussy. That's what I'm saying. And y'all hate when men ask you that because that's all you have to offer. It's pussy and a wig with baby hair. That's it. See, when my husband met me, he knew what I brought to the table. I had my shit together. I was going to be his life partner, have his back. When I met my husband, he was just visiting Arizona. Just visiting his cousins. And that's how he met me playing basketball, whatever. But I remember that his car that he was driving, it was a rental when he was in Arizona and it broke down. And I had just been talking to him. We just been in the talking phase. Didn't go on a date yet, just in the talking phase. And he reached out to me and he said, shit, I was on my way to you and my rental, it just stopped. I said, what do you think it is? You think you need gas? Tell me what you think it is. Well, I don't know what it is, but where are you at? And this is when we first started talking. Nothing too deep. Just a little bit. We were taking it slow. I already told him about my abusive relationship, so I'm not trying to jump right into 6 feet. I'm going to start at 3 feet and work my way down. You feel me? When he told me where he was, I showed up. Well, first I went to the gas station because I felt like that's what it was. Filled up a little thing with gas, and I came to him. He put that in there, and he followed me back to my crib. That's how he knew I had his back. He was in my state, broken down, and I wasn't going to let that man go through anything bad. Had his back. Didn't mind. Didn't mind going to get gas. He tried to pick me back, and I said, fuck no, put your money away. I got your back. That was when we first started talking. And that's when he knew I had his back. That's when he knew. Now, other women would have been like, ooh, that sucks. You can't go walk to the nearest gas station? Put your hazards on. I'm not gonna spend no money on him. Oh, he's trying to get me for my money. He's broke. Men go through trauma like that too. They do. They go through things like that too, where they're in a position where they need help. But women will be like, well, your nearest gas station is just 8 blocks. You're athletic. You can't put your hazards on and go walk and get gas. And that's what women would have done. And then he would have knew that I wasn't the one. He knew I had a car. He knew I had a car. That would have been selfish of me to tell him to walk 8, 9, 10 blocks. Right? So like I said, that's what women do nowadays. They think everything a man does is because they're trying to take money from them. No, some men are actually just need a little help real quick. Oh, you know what? I left my debit card. Some men will take their debit card, put it in their basketball shorts, take them shorts off, and forget that debit card is not in their wallet. My husband did it 50,000 times. They're not trying to set you up. And then y'all go to a quick food spot, and he's like, fuck, that was in my debit card. It was in my basketball shorts. Oh, you trying to scam me? Well, you better figure out a way to pay it. I'm not paying for it. That's what women do. Men do forget shit like that. I've seen it. So all I'm saying, guys, is I hope that today I gave you guys a good show. I know some of you guys probably follow Ace Metaphor. If you do, I don't care. If he wants to fire back and say something negative about me, I'm okay. Everything I said was public. I posted what his subscriptions are. I posted everything that he has public. Everything I said was not wrong. Now, if he's in a real relationship, well, don't you think you should tell your followers that? So they can believe that what you're saying is coming from a real place? But when nobody knows who you're dating, or no one knows if you were ever married, or no education, that's someone that's hiding something. I don't hide my education. I don't hide who I'm married to. I don't. You only hide it when you're doing something bad, or you're not doing anything at all behind the scenes. And it makes you look like that you don't know what you're talking about, right? So a lot of those people say they keep a private life for that reason. No, you can't be a relationship guru and hide the fact that you're married, or hide the fact that you're in a relationship. It doesn't work like that. Derek Jackson tried that shit, and what happened? Now everybody sees his wife, right? My beautiful black queen. You weren't posting your beautiful black queen when you was in that other pussy. You feel me? It took him being exposed to now show his wife to the world, because he was hiding his wife from the world before. He was Drake. Now all of a sudden you want everybody to see who you're married to. A little too late, Derek. So if anybody's following Ace Metaphor and he wants to call me a lonely bitch or whatever, I'm okay with all of those names. I just know a scam artist when I see one. If you ladies want to keep letting this man tell you that you're perfect and you have no flaws, then keep following his train. Keep giving him the millions of dollars. How many times has he paid y'all rent? How many times has Ace Metaphor paid any of y'all rent? Got y'all some diapers? Made sure your kid had a good birthday? Sent you guys a cash app because you were struggling? Told you guys to call his hotline for free? When's the last time he did that for y'all? His net worth is $5 million fucking dollars. Even YouTube accounts give cars away, checks away. What has he done for you ladies? You can't even watch a full podcast like you're listening to mine today without paying $13. And here I am free. Free. See the difference? So yeah, guys, again, if you guys want to reach out to me on my email is accountabilityqueen@aol.com. My Instagram is Queen of Accountability. My other handles, like my Instagram, my Twitter is still CelebriD. I still go by that name because that was my name in high school. CelebriD. The D stands for Daphne. That was a name that I had with me since 2003. So even if Instagram took me off as that, I still hashtag it every time to let people know I'm the originator. I'm CelebriD. And I want you guys to know, y'all can say whatever you want about my text receipts. You can say whatever you want about me getting people in these groups. I'm okay with that. It helps y'all sleep good at night to say that I'm fake. They'll call me fake, but they'll say somebody like Derek Jackson is real. I'll take that. I take that credit. Call me what you want. I know what I do for people. Me being on maybe 50 bands in the past few years tells me that I'm doing something right. Because if this shit was fake, who's reporting me then? If I wasn't bullying somebody by showing their name, who's reporting me then? Because if you guys notice, I used to not show the names. Then when I start showing the names, it's like somebody got that person and said, look, ain't this you? And they were able to report me. So now I have to cover the names unless I get permission. Now, some of those women will say, I don't care if it's just my first name. I'm not going to be, I don't care. She can use it. And I get permission from the guy to use it. And I don't get any bans. But I was getting bans in the beginning of the year for showing their first name. That's bullying on Facebook now. I could no longer do that. So again, if I was making up a story, then who the fuck is reporting me? Am I reporting myself to being on 30-day ban? Because that's probably the next thing y'all say. She reports herself to being on 30-day ban and lose money. You're right. Come on, guys. Be real. They just want me to expose and show all that stuff so I can be shut down for good. When my Instagram got shut down, they were excited. They were happy. And now that I'm starting up again, now they're like, here we go again. Now we have to work harder to get this one shut down. That's what they do. So ladies, if you're not going to take any of my advice, go to Ace Metaphors page, click on his bio, and you'll see all those things. You can't do nothing without making a payment. Now, on his Instagram, you'll see those little baby snippets, and it'll be a loud snippet. Ladies, you are beautiful. You are desired. You are. And what does that make women do? Fuck, I got to subscribe to get the rest of it. That's the only way I get the rest of it if I subscribe. He's smart. He's getting y'all easy. It's like me saying men ain't shit. All men do is, and then the subscribe thing comes up. Y'all gonna be mad as fuck, but it's gonna make some of y'all subscribe, right? Think about it. He has over 43,000 subscribers on Instagram. On YouTube, and over 800,000 followers. So if half of them are paying that $13 a month, this man's a millionaire just off of y'all subscribing to his shit. We're not talking about the books and the shirts and the one-on-one coaching. Y'all making this man a millionaire off of lies. Y'all don't even know who he's dating. And y'all believe him about relationship advice? Like, ladies, I thought y'all were better than that. Maybe y'all should go back to school. Because clearly y'all not street smarts. Y'all don't know what the fuck he's trying to do. You're not getting it. Because you're letting his words get you all nice and moist. These men will never fuck you. They will never even talk to you in person. All they do is they tell you behind the camera what you deserve, and they don't even know you. You can't tell a toxic, bitter, angry hyena she deserves the world. That's a fucking lie. That's a lie. You got to hold these women accountable for being toxic and bitter and tell them, when you release that anger and you let that hurt go, your life will be beautiful. A man would want to make love to you every night. They ain't going to see no other woman because you are bringing everything you can to that table, not just sex, but you got his back. You're cooking. You're doing things without him asking you to do. Babe, I know that they told you to stay a little bit late. I put your shower clothes out for you to take a shower. Your favorite deodorant, everything's out there for you. And you have a plate in the oven. All you got to do is heat it up. Thanks, babe. That's bringing more than pussy to the table. Instead, y'all let him come home all battered and bruised. Did you cook? Well, I didn't know what time you was getting home. Well, all you have to do was ask. See what I'm saying? They want men to ask them for shit. Do things without a man asking you to do it, ladies, and your life will change. My husband doesn't ask me to do shit. I see it and know it needs to be done. Right? So I'm just saying, y'all got to do better. Y'all got to do better. All I'm saying is, even if the man is, so even if he is dating someone, if you're giving relationship advice to women, you usually don't have a private life. It's open so you can be transparent, so they can believe what you're saying to them. If you're trying to be a relationship guru and you're not even disclosing your relationship, it doesn't make you look real. If anybody has ever looked for a therapist, you go to their page and what do? You read their fucking bio to make sure that they know what the fuck they talking about. Has anybody ever booked a hairstylist or a barber and didn't check out their page to see what they was about? So if you had a barber who said he was a top-notch barber in your state and all his pictures were private, y'all wouldn't go to that barber. So don't sit up here and tell me I'm not wrong about the shit I'm saying. You want to see what work he's done. Y'all want to make sure the shit is legit. So if I'm out here telling women to let go of fuck niggas and you can do better, I want y'all to see the way I'm living. This is why I'm saying these things, because I'm in a good relationship myself. But when you're private and giving advice, it don't sit well with me. It seems like a scam. Because most of your gurus are an open book. I'm an open book. Everyone knows that I'm married. I've had my husband on my show. I have pictures of my husband on my page. I'm not hiding that. I'm really married to him. I have 4 college degrees. I don't got to hide that. So when I tell people that I'm going to give you life coaching, I've mastered that shit. Put some respect on my motherfucking name. I mastered being a life coach in psychology. So you can't tell me shit. A degree will always trump someone who just woke up and said, hey, today I'm going to be a relationship guru. It don't work like that. You got to put the work in. So again, I'm not going to tell people how to be married or be in a relationship if I'm not in one. I think being in my marriage and being with my husband almost 13 years, who do y'all know that's young, like me, in their 30s, and they're still married to a Black person? Who do y'all know? Besides your parents, if your parents are still married. Who do y'all know that's in their 30s that has been with their person for over a decade? Does anybody in the comments know anybody right now who's married and has been with their spouse over 10 years? Speak up. A lot of y'all don't know. Well, they've been together for 10 years and just not married. Then they're not on my level. So I want y'all to lead by my example. Exactly, child of light. Exactly. Lead by my example. I'm not telling y'all this and I'm wrong. You feel me? A lot of y'all don't know people like that. That says a lot. I'm outlasting a lot of these relationships because I know how to shut the fuck up. I would not disrespect my husband in public. Well, you get it. Well, then sit down, nigga. That's not what I do. That's that masculine, ugly energy. A woman opens her mouth and sounds just like another dude. That'll turn a man away quick. So, ladies, you got to know how to be feminine and soft. Be his peace, not his headache. Okay? Please be his peace. He already deals with the shit outside of the world. When he comes home to that domain, he doesn't want to come home to arguing when he's already had problems with his boss and his co-workers and the customers he has to deal with. When he comes home, he wants peace. That's all. But you want to talk about you. Whenever you ask him about his day, had him sit in his chair, kick his feet up and rub his feet. I've rubbed my husband's feet and I've done his feet where I cut his toenails. I'm ling ling. I'm ling ling too in this house. When are y'all gonna do that for your man? And don't put no gloves on. Touch his feet with your bare hands. If you gotta put gloves on, he don't need you. You're supposed to love every piece of him, right? Money is some of the dirtiest things you ever touch. Do you know how many hands that money touches? People don't wash their hands. They dig in their ass and you touching the money. You don't wear gloves for that. So you better touch his bare feet. Shit. I don't see you putting gloves on when he gives you that $40. So don't put them on now. You touch his bare feet with your hands and you love it. When he's had a hard day, his feet are the most affected. Whenever y'all told your husband or your boyfriend, kick your feet up, let me rub your feet, he'll probably lose his fucking mind. He'll probably think you're cheating on him because you don't do that shit. And he didn't ask you, right? Do something for your man without him asking. And then tell me how that works out for you, ladies. Do that. Do that. That's all I'm saying. Because a lot of y'all so lazy, you don't want to do those little things for him. Do that for him. He's left you money to get your nails done. Put it in your dashboard. Put it in your makeup thing. He's left money for you to surprise you. Leave him $50 to get his hair cut and get the full beard experience. Do something for him. When he comes home, have that little foot thing going. Have him sit in that chair, put his feet in that warm water with the bubbles, the sea salt, scrub his calluses, rub his feet, cut them toenails. His feet will fit better in them shoes. I'm just saying, I've done it for my husband many times. And he loved it. I want to make sure my man feels appreciated every day. That's all. I'm not perfect. There's times where I'm sleepy and I'm tired too. But when you've been with someone for over 10 years, y'all make it work. Right? So, ladies, that's all I'm saying. So, again, I hope that this show brought a little bit of light to how some of these men scam too. They're not bigger scammers as women. They're not beating y'all, but there are men out there scamming. And the way they do it is they tell you everything you want to hear. Any man that tells you that life is perfect, you're perfect, nothing's wrong with you, he's lying. There's always something wrong with us. Nobody is perfect. We have imperfect bodies in an imperfect world. So how the fuck you gonna believe a man telling you that you're perfect? You're not. You're not perfect. You're loud, you're ghetto, you're ratchet. When you start letting those things go, your life will be better. You won't be perfect, but it'll be better. So, ladies, if you're used to yelling and cussing, go a day without it and see how your life changes. Stop upsetting your wig. Every time you get mad and angry, that wig starts to shift. I can tell. Chill out. Calm down. Stop lying. Be honest. Be real. And fellas, know your worth. And if you don't want to be with that woman and you want to be a hoe, let her know up front. And if she chooses to still be with you, hey, she can't say nothing. Right? Let your woman know what you expect from her. Tell her pussy isn't enough. Ask her, can she cook? Yeah, I can make noodles and hot dogs. Let her go. Let her go. I know how to order DoorDash. I know how to order from Uber Eats. You don't need her. That's an expense. Can you go to the grocery store and pick out some good meat, some chicken, some turkey meat, and cook? No, my mom never taught me how to cook. Google is free. Y'all know how to Google everybody else's relationships. Google that shit. How do I make this? And then it'll tell you. Do something that he doesn't expect of you. You know his favorite meal is steak? Google how to make a good steak. It's right there. Y'all just lazy. Oh, I don't know how to do it. Google is free. So again, guys, I hope that I was able to give y'all some type of pointers today. I'm sorry I talked her ear off on this Sunday. I had to let that out because again, every day I try my best to do right by people, make them feel good, but I'm still going to hold your ass accountable. It's like a parent. Don't touch that stove, it's hot. I said don't touch that stove, it's hot. When you touch that stove, what do? I told your ass not to touch it, it's hot. Now, are you going to go back and touch that stove? No, because you're going to know it's hot. So I'm the person telling y'all don't touch that stove. And instead of y'all agreeing with me and saying, you know what, maybe I shouldn't, y'all keep touching it and keep touching it and keep touching it. All because you don't want to follow what I'm telling y'all to do. Because it's me. It ain't so much the message. It's the messenger. They don't like me. They don't like that it's a black woman giving them this message. They think I'm a pick me because I'm telling them how to do better. Pick me is their ultimate comeback. I'm a lonely, desperate ass black woman, pick me, and I make up fake stories for attention. Well, I got your attention, didn't I? Look how mad you are. This is how these women talk to me. This bitter black bitch makes up fake stories for clout. Listen to how mad they are, and they don't know me personally. That just tells you how angry these black women are right there in their words. I didn't call them one name, but they're going off on my page and calling me a fake ass bitch, and they don't even know me. The anger, that's how I know I got to these women, because they're angry over my opinion. So you can't let people's opinions affect you. They're mad, they're hurt. Hurt people, right? So again, guys, I hope that I got to some of you guys, and just know that I'm still doing things behind the scenes. I know that money's hard for people. That's why I don't have shipping, and that's why I don't have taxes. It is a flat rate, $30 or $35. Some of y'all spend more on your nails. Some of y'all spend more on your haircuts. Some of y'all spend more on your wigs to get your eyebrows done. Y'all spending way more, double that. And you're tripping about $30. I make it affordable for people. You're also bringing awareness to a cause that's been swept under the rug. And it also allows me to help people when they do call my hotline and they need my help. I just don't like to be boasted about when you're doing something from your heart. If it comes from the heart, it shouldn't be on Facebook. It shouldn't be on Instagram. That's all I'm saying. I still give people that respect. I don't like to be, bragged about. Ooh, she helped me pay my rent. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to give back and help, right? So you're not going to see me doing YouTube videos of me sending cash apps to people. That's low level to me. Now, I know if I did that, I'll probably get more followings. She does like black women. Look, she helped this black woman with diapers. She helped this black woman with food. But that's just not what I do. Now, if they choose to make a Facebook post and tag me in it, that's fine. But I tell them I don't want the recognition. My rewards are in a higher place. That's how I feel. But, some people want that attention. So again, just know that I do a lot of things behind the scenes for black women and men, and of other colors too. Other colors too, not just blacks. But most of my clientele is black. We have so much anger in us for no reason at all. And it starts there. You cannot be in a relationship with a man if you got anger in your heart. He didn't do that. Your mama did that. So you're quick to hold a man accountable, but you won't hold your own mama accountable, right? For fucking up your life, right? Making you think your dad was no good when your dad was fighting to see you every day. That's how it is. So again, we have to do better and acknowledge what we did wrong. Own up to it and grow from it, right? So yeah, guys, I'm just looking at your comments. I love you guys too. Thank you guys for always supporting me. I might not have 200 people listening on every show, but I know someone's listening because I look at the views. Somebody goes back and they listen. Somebody is going to take a piece of what I said and apply it to their life. They might not tell me they did that. That's okay. You don't have to tell me all the good stuff. I had a few women tell me that I've helped them in their dating lives and that they found love on Instagram. That makes me happy. It really does. Because I'm not out to get people. That's not what I do. So guys, just know that I'm going to keep holding people accountable. And I just hope that maybe a year from now, I can see it better numbers. Because if we all come together and I can get more women to hold each other accountable, that narrative will start where we're holding people accountable. Like, hold on, sis. You can't come on here saying that without facts. We have to start holding people accountable. If we don't, we're going to be in this world where we're going to only believe women. And these men are going to go down for it. I can't live a life like that. Please stop lying about these trafficking attempts. Please stop. I'm tired of reaching out to my cop buddies and finding out that y'all full of shit. I hope one day that they do put a law in place where people can't lie like this, because it only causes hysteria, and it makes people act a fucking fool. Oh, he left a hair clip. He knew I would grab that hair clip because my hair was out of place. Come on, ladies, stop. It's ugly. Please stop. So guys, again, thank you so much for listening on this Sunday. I hope you guys are still eating leftovers and enjoying your families. Y'all know how y'all can reach me. Okay? You know how all I'm saying is don't take advantage of my free service. Please don't. Because there's people that really, really do need it, and I'm spread thin. I'm one person doing this. You have so many other platforms where you can't even speak to them through email, through text, without sending a cash app of $20 or more. I don't do that. Now, if people decide to send me a cash app, that's fine. I'm not going to ask you for it initially, though. I don't do that. But if you decide to do that because you felt the need to do it, I appreciate that. But what I do is not for monetary gain. I'm happy when you guys follow me and like the shit. That's what helps me with the monetary side. Make these motherfuckers pay me. I don't want y'all paying me. No, make YouTube pay me and Instagram pay me. And that only works if you guys support me. So if you're going to support these fake motherfuckers online that wear really, really tight shirts and tell you that you're perfect, support me. I'm free. Maybe I should get a shirt that says that. Support me, I'm free. Right? It's like y'all want to spend money. Y'all don't want to spend money. So come on. Support me, I'm free. So again, guys, I hope you guys have a good day. And just stay tuned. I will be posting a lot of stuff coming up this week. I have a lot of stuff to post. This is going to be a good week. And to those YouTubers who are using my content and you're blocking me where I can't see it, I do have 3 other YouTubes that I've created. I'm on your ass. So when you get a copyright strike, I'm not going to undo it. On Instagram, on YouTube. I'm warning you now. If you are using my content without my permission, good luck to your pages that have way more followers than mine. You would be starting from scratch like I did with my Instagram. I'm not going to let y'all get paid thousands and thousands of dollars off of my hard work that's sent to me by my clients. And they have my confidentiality. They have my trust. So when they see it somewhere else, it makes me look bad because they trusted me. And then you guys remove my watermark. How dare you? So to those YouTubers, stop fucking with me. I'm going to tell you this now. I'm not rescinding any strikes that you get. And you know, after a couple of them, they shut that shit down. So if you want to use my content, get my permission so I can get permission. That's the way it works. Stop sharing my shit like that because I got permission from someone to share it. They trust in me. Stop. Stop making money off of me. That ain't fair. It's not fair at all because I don't ask for that. I don't steal anybody's content. I'm in my own lane. I'm in my own lane. And a lot of you guys can't even survive without my text receipts, right? That's sad. Create your own lane. I've been in my own lane for the past 6 years. So give me my respect and give me my flowers. Stop stealing from me. We're all black too. That's what I don't understand. And y'all think blocking me, nobody's going to tell me? Some people do care about me and they will tell me. All I need is the link and I will report you. That's it. So to those 5 people who I just sent a report on last night, I'm not rescinding it because I've told y'all on many shows, let me know ahead of time. One of y'all got 1.6 million views on one of my text receipts. How dare you? I know you got paid big bucks. And guys, know that no YouTubers pay me anything. So if you see my stuff shared, if it's not Art of Kicks, they don't pay me anything for my stuff. They don't. They don't. The only person that really has permission is Art of Kicks. And other pages who might have used it, they tagged me. I'm cool with the tag. I come on your page and say, all right, cool. But don't block me and post my stuff. That's that sneaky shit. I will find you. And I don't care how many views you have. I'm going to laugh my ass off when those those million views get removed. I'm going all the way through with it. I'm tired of y'all making money off me. Some of y'all been making money off me for years. Some of y'all pages have been posting my shit for years. You go to their YouTube and 60% of their stuff is my content. That hurts my feelings big time. And then they remove my watermark and put theirs over mine. Even my mask picture, y'all. They're becoming more creative. So I'm doing all this hard work for nothing, it seems like. So please respect me. Respect me enough. Create your own lane. Stop copying me. I'm in nobody's lane. I don't sit in a car. I don't tell people you're perfect. I'm in my own lane. Give me that respect, please. Please. So guys, again, thank you again for attending. And I hope you guys have a good day. Please like this show. If you haven't liked it, please do. And again, I just want to tell you guys I appreciate you. You guys are what keeps me going. Because there's times where I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should just stop. Because all the shit that I go through just to hold people accountable, it's not easy. And last thing I wanted to do is affect my at-home life. So in order for me to continue to do this, y'all got to support me too. Y'all got to have my back too, like I have y'all back. That's all I'm asking for. Okay? So that's it, y'all. I hope you guys have a good day. Stay blessed and keep on holding other people accountable. And if you see something that ain't right, tag me. Now, know that I get about maybe 70, 80 tags a day. So I might not get to it, but eventually I will. I promise. If it's something severe, send it to me in an email or send it to me on Instagram. I'll find it. Okay? Like I said, guys, I'm only here to help you guys. You guys all deserve happiness and you deserve to go home to someone that actually cares about you. That's not using you for your money. That's not using you for your pussy. They actually care about you as a person. That's hard to find, but it's out there. I talk to good men and good women every day who are changing. Every session, they are better than the last. And know that whatever we talk about is confidential. I would never share what you tell me, even if you made me mad. I respect you enough to not do that. What you tell me in confidence will be sealed. I don't even care if you say you little motherfucking weak ass, pick me ass bitch. I will just cut you off, but I would not say, look what this soft ass boy or soft ass woman did. I don't do that. I don't do that. That's fake. I don't do the fake love here. Okay, we a family. When you tell me you need my help and you get my hotline number, we are now family. That's how that works. So don't commit to something that you're not ready for, because I will hold you accountable, man or woman. Okay, so guys, have a good day. Again, you can reach out to me on Instagram, Queen of Accountability, or my email, accountabilityqueen@aol.com. I am absolutely free. I do not charge for consultations. I do not charge for coaching sessions if I have the time. I do not charge for my services. The only thing I charge for is if you need a shirt. That's a website. That's a business. I'm a small business. That's the only thing. Everything else is free. My time is free for you guys. Okay? So, guys, again, thank you for listening. I hope you guys have a good day. Nikki Jones, you keep on doing you. Okay? You're going to be fine. All these people in the comments that support me, thank you. I appreciate you guys. Okay? Keep up the great work, and we'll talk soon.